You got yours on. All right, check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Check 1, 2.
Whoops, what happened?
Check 1, 2. I'm not on.
Yeah, you're on.
I don't hear it. Okay, now I can kind of hear better.
Why is that so low?
I don't know. Now, oh no, yeah. Whoa. Yep. Hey, I'm here.
All right, check 1, 2, and you got me okay?
All right, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
All right, check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check 1, 2.
Hello.
Right.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 78, 87, 319, 319.
I'm going to get to a mic.
Hood, hood.
We had to put scaffolding on the other side for Tim Connect to do his company thing. That one was different tough. It was 16 to 8, and then state game 7 to 3. I don't think so. Too undefeated teams and everybody else all year. I don't think he practiced all week. All right.
The other thing is, it usually, remember how it seems to get better as the game goes on.
That's too bad that you beat that.
Right. Alright, we're going to watch this.
Well, he's getting better. When you're young, you heal fast. You feel like that puts on weight fast.
You say this stuff less
Really
is
good.
more, so I will try to watch my levels really carefully. Keep them on the low. Really? You
One of
have
them
a
may
lot
come
of
down.
room to play with. All right, we got the toss here. Such nice weather to practice in all week. All right, well, that's the game plan now. I'm guessing you're ready to
Wait till mom gets there. Flip.
You're looking at here.
Stratford 1.
And then what are you doing in between? Are you doing 60s or 90s? Edgar? That's with the 7-4 in there. Edgar takes the ball. Stratford won the draw. He probably did that because he saw the draw. He went to serve right there. Edgar then chose to see. Yeah, right.
Are you good? You're good? Yep, I'm fine.
Maybe a year or two, wasn't it? That's pretty good. Why, that's what John said. Dennis isn't playing today.
An announcement for the parents of our senior players from Edgar. If before the clock hits 0, you could make your way out behind the pep band, out beyond the track by where the cutouts are. So you will be ready for the introductions. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, the fruits are off. But you know, you'll have a better chance of figuring
Record yards for Stevens Point.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the team, what do they call it? Circus? Air circus? They had a name for it. Aerial circus? I guess it was the aerial circus. City. They don't sit. Yeah.
See, the problem with sitting, if I need to see past this, I gotta be able to jump out of this.
Try media? Lady chairs? Sit down? Need that table? Yeah. Okay. Take right in the middle here. Alright, you got your double load. Okay. They don't need any power?
Get this one. It looks like he's like on a podcast.
We ended up last year, that one. Board up here inside of the That was during our linemen and backs come together. Well, he's not.
You can take the windows out.
Come together, watch our linemen and backs come together. And sometimes one guy can lift the other guy halfway up.
Who got hurt?
Look at 2 and 5.
The last two guys that jumped up.
They jump up like body bump.
That's a body one.
Jump up and body bump.
Edgar versus Stratford. Yeah, Edgar 35 and 27. Sims is 32 and 20. Tubbs 2 and 5. Takus even had a losing record too.
Reed here now.
Ed, 2, 1, 2.
Reed here now. Chuck Brown, Kirk Brown.
Edgar
Brown's
has won 4 of the last 5.
8 players made the prestigious.
I didn't realize that. I did not realize that.
All-time university.
No, 65.
Well, that didn't look
Stratford won that
anyway
first
on.
one.
You saw that?
Yep.
I don't know if we ever had anybody else get hurt.
The world.
And stuff. 'Cause a lot of times the linemen will take a small guy there. I thought he'd have to have
You gotta kind of jump like this towards each other, and all of a sudden you freaking like instantly go down.
Landed on his ankle, on his foot there.
I suppose land out over
He has bad ankles. Yeah, I think he does. Looks like he's working on ankle. They're gonna show up.
landed wrong. Jumped up in the air.
Yeah, no question, right? I knew that was going to end. That's curious. The trees were the first two came with him.
As it turns out,
Yeah, that was a no question. Probably
you never know what the answer is.
right. Well, yeah, we can't live when we don't score. So yes.
You do kick your son?
youngsters.
Yeah.
Our company has 8 of them, 5 of them a year. So whatever we sign up to send customers. We gotta get food going like that. Give me the Minneapolis report, I'll take you all.
Yeah, I just think everybody on the plane. I just.
Get up, you can tape them.
I'm gonna retape it, it looks like.
Stops like a minute to go. That'd be good, yeah. Tell them I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this presentation. He might even be done by then.
In case I get old like this guy. Hey!
It's a state law. I have to do this.
I can't break the law. I don't break the law. Hopefully. So I gotta be there. That's good. That's what you want to do. Yeah.
May I direct your attention to the 50-yard line?
It is.
On behalf of the Edgar School District, we would like to say thank you to the veterans who raised the flag at our home football games and have done so, regardless of the weather, for many years.
Like the rest.
The Edgar FFA and FCCLA have put together baskets of goodies for these fine men to thank them for their service. Let's give a round of applause to Dennis Halverson and Tom Burke, who represent our VFW Post 10187. Again, thank you, gentlemen, for all the years you've raised the flag for us.
I have a hard time seeing how we can.
Okay, I got it. Easier to keep track of your hands.
Sounds like they're like is that a funeral?
Usually we get my doctor there.
They always looks like
Oh, you're going the wrong way. Yeah.
everyone's, all the kids have earbuds in anyway.
The autumn wind is a pirate.
You know that Raider guy? You ever seen that Raider guy when he goes all around the wind? That'll get anyone to run through the wall. I mean, it's just so, you know, you see that and it's just hits you. What was that? Okay, so that would be
Oh, I mean,
2 minute warning. Now it's like 90 seconds. Well, you guys want to see, I'm going to check out these guys.
Yeah.
Jim, you do, how do you do it here? So this is it, Cyril. I'm going to introduce Stratford, introduce Edgar, and then National Anthem. Okay. Very good. It's like a minute.
That horn's probably on yet, Jim.
Okay.
So if you want to turn it off, you can or not. It's kind of cool to have it at the start.
Yeah.
But then you don't turn it off. 15, 30 seconds. Yeah.
Good evening and welcome to Edgar High School for tonight's Marawood Conference game. We would also like to give a special welcome to our visitors tonight, the Stratford Tigers. Edgar High School, Stratford High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Also, for safety considerations, children should be supervised by their parents or guardians. Thank you. And now, announcing the starting offense for Stratford. At quarterback, senior, number 2, Max Schwabe. At halfback, senior, number 4, Teddy Redmond. At tight end, senior, number 7, Vaughn Bright. At fullback, senior, number 8, Matt Hendrick. At halfback, senior, number 34, Devin Denny. Offensive tackle, senior, number 52, Ben Barton. Offensive lineman, senior, number 59, Easton Kilty. Offensive lineman, senior, number 66, Trevor Denny. Offensive lineman, senior, number 77, Jacob Michelson. Offensive lineman, senior, number 79, Dawson Moen. And tight end, senior, number 88, Justin Radke. The Tigers are coached by Jason Tubbs, assisted by Joe Schwabe, Marshall Lehman, Cal Takis, Ryan Bloom, Kellen Kufka, Trey Bogender, Greg Belton, Drew Spaeth, Chris Fisher, and Todd Shaner. And now, announcing the seniors for your Edgar Wildcats. Number 10, Caden Higgins. Number 12, Ethan Lemmer. Number 14, Blake Ferger. Number 20, Mason Stout. Number 21, Caleb Haferman. Number 33, Tyler Westfall. Number 34, Josh Kenya. Number 42, Carson Lever. Number 43, Elliot Mishka. Number 45, Austin Miller. Number 52, Ethan Heil. Number 55, Adam Hanneman. Number 56, Ian Reilly.
For Edgar, the quarterback.
Number 75, Zach Schutte.
This is a big one. End of an era.
Number 76, Colby Krebsbach. And number 79, Dakota Stahl. Cats are coached by Jerry Sims, assisted by Greg Strike, Dave Huss, Andrew Casco, Chris DeWicki, Zach Paul, Nathan Dahl, and John Petterling.
Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day fourth-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Officials for tonight's contest in the greater Wausau area are Christopher Remselman, Peter.
In their green jerseys, green helmets, green socks, white pants, white letters and numbers outlined in yellow. Yellow face masks for the Edgar Wildcats. The Stratford Tigers, black helmets and pants, white jerseys, orange numbers and letters. And some orange trim down the sides of those black pants. And black and orange and yellow and green out here. The classic rivalry and the best, maybe arguably the best high school rivalry in the state of Wisconsin, maybe the entire universe.
Yeah, it's obviously brought some great battles throughout the years, and even at state they played that one year.
Yeah,
that was kind of interesting. I was there at that game. But yeah, normally it's not that way because of the division differences over the years between Edgar being smaller than Stratford School District. But yeah, it's been great, and it's kind of sad that it's ending. But hopefully, I think you mentioned that they might try to keep a non-conference game going so they can each play each other each year, which I would think both schools would really want to do that. So I'm sure they can make that happen in their schedule, being so close, and also just continue the rivalry, even though it's not a conference game. It's still a rivalry game.
That's right.
So just keep it going. So I hope that they do that.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, the kickoff brought to you by Rail Transport. Kick off a new career with Rail Transport and get paid while you get your CDL, Rail Transport of Marshfield. The Stratford Tigers will kick it off right to left as we watch the action, or south to north here at Edgar High School. And the kick is in the air, and this one is underway. Ball lands at the 19-yard line, picked up by the return man, and a big hole up the middle out across the 40, and spilled as he tumbles down at the 43 yard line. Mason Stout with a big return for the Wildcats. And Todd, great starting field position. That was a big play right there.
It really surprises me that Stratford allowed that to happen. It was just Mason Stout picked it up off the ground. When it bounced, he just ran straight up the field. He didn't make any moves. He didn't make anybody miss. He just ran straight up through a hole that the Edgar return guys had created.
All right, so a 1st and 10 for Edgar going left to right. As we watch the action, they start 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. So here's Connor Wolf now. And the give up the middle, and he's hit and driven back. No running room there on 1st down for Caleb Haferman, and he lost a yard on that play back to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of that. If they try to run up the middle or up the gut against those 4 big fellas, I think they're going to have a difficult time. They got to use their speed and they need to get to the edge and, like I say, do some misdirection stuff, maybe some traps, some different things like that to try to confuse the Stratford defense.
All right, so now it's a 2nd and 11 after a loss of a yard on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 11, and the give off the right side, and running room out across the 45-yard line to the 46. That's Mason Stout, and a gain of 4 on that play. That will bring up 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. 1 minute gone by, just underway, but Stout with some running room off right tackle.
He got a few yards, but again, 3rd and 7, not a very good down in distance for the Edgar Wildcats.
Ethan Heil, the left guard, Adam Hunneman, the right guard, Corbin Bauman, the center, Max Larson, the right tackle, moving the big guys up front. But they've got their work cut out for them on 3rd and 7 now. From the right hash, here's a handoff. Nowhere to go. Up the middle, and the Stratford defense gets a stop. And that ball went to Austin Dulkey, and no running room there for Dulkey. Maybe the 47-yard line, a gain of a yard for Dulkey, and that's it. 4th and 6 coming up. Stratford dropping back to receive, and Edgar punt as the Wildcats go 3 and out.
Do not like those scripted plays if that's what he does on the first drive. Very conservative start to the game for Edgar.
So here's the punting team now for the Wildcats after they go 3 and out. And it's a low spiraling kick that lands at about the Stratford 31, and Edgar's going to down it inside the 20, down around the 17-yard line is where the Stratford Tigers will take over. 1st and 10. Here comes the Tiger offense led by quarterback Max Schwabe, senior quarterback. Also have running backs Teddy Redmond, and you'll see Chase Flink and Bo Gross. The line, Ben Barton, Easton Kilty, Jacob Michelson, Dawson Moan, those big guys up front. Vaughn Bright is a tight end in this offense as well. You'll see maybe some of him tonight. Tigers have it now, 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line and working right to left. And as we see the action here, on 1st down, simple play off right tackle. And that might have been Matt Handrick. Yep, Matt Handrick is another senior tailback we'll see in this Tiger offense as well. And a 1st down carry out across the 15, or across the 20 to the 22-yard line. A 5-yard gain for Handrick. Setting up 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. There is a penalty marker before the snap.
Penalty flag down.
And it's going to be
encroachment on Edgar.
like a neutral zone and violation, it looks like, against the Wildcats. That's going to move the ball out across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. And that's going to be a free 1st down.
Yeah, I think Ian Riley jumped off sides and went into the neutral zone, and they caught him.
Wow, that's a big free 1st down for the Tigers on 2nd and 5. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Now a stretch play off the left side and hit in the backfield. That's Bo Gross. Gross going backwards. Back inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. A loss of 3 on the play, and the Edgar defense was ready on that one. So a loss of 3, 2nd and 13 coming up, and Gross goes backwards, and so a 2nd and long coming up for Stratford.
That's the key to stopping the running game is penetration, and that's exactly what happened there.
From the left hash, Tigers again working right to left or south to north here at Edgar High School. Schwabe under center on 2nd and 13 now. He'll turn and hand it off, and off left tackle Matt Handrick. Back across the 25. Handrick taken down near the 27-yard line, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 for Handrick on that play, setting up a 3rd and 9 for the Tigers. Big test for the Edgar defense right here on 3rd and long.
Be interesting to see if Stratford will air it out and be a little more aggressive on this 3rd down play.
3rd and 9 from their own 28-yard line. Schwabe under center has a very tight formation. Powerhouse backfield on 3rd and 9. Rolling to his right, fakes the handoff under pressure. He's going to slip, and he's going to go down back inside the 20-yard line. A quarterback sack for the Edgar defense back at the 19-yard line. A loss of 9 on the play, and the Edgar defense gets a stop and a quarterback sack on Schwabe back at the 20-yard line, and 4th down coming up.
And I give Schwabe actually credit on that one because there was nobody open. He had a little bit of time. There was nobody open. He didn't force it. You don't want to throw an interception in that situation. If you got to take a sack, you got to take a sack.
And that's what he did. He took the sack, and now Tigers out to punt the ball away. And it's dropped. And now Chase Flink is going to take off with it. And Flink off the right side runs out across the 30 and picks up a few yards, actually. But Edgar gets on top of it and takes Flink down. It looks like at the Tiger 34-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will take over. A huge mistake by Flink. He dropped the snap on the punt and then took off running, felt the pressure, and Edgar caught him at the Tiger 34-yard line.
Yeah, when Flink dropped it, I think he kind of panicked and decided, I'm just going to run for it. He still had plenty of time to get the kick off, but he decided to run instead.
Here's the 1st down play for Edgar now from the Tiger 34-yard line. Caleb Haferman gets the ball, and not a lot of running room there, maybe a yard or 2. So we'll give him a yard down to the 33, and a 2nd and 9 coming up. 6:15 remaining, 1st quarter. Both teams punting the ball. Well, Stratford tried to punt the ball. Flink dropped it, ran with it, taken down at the Tiger 34. Haferman, gain of a yard on 1st down, 2nd and 9 coming up for the Wildcats. Toss, left side, Kyle Brewster trying to get the edge, and not a lot of running room there. Maybe a couple of yards down to the 31-yard line, and that's it for Kyle Brewster, setting up a 3rd and 7.
When Brewster got the pitch, it looked real promising. It looked like it was blocked pretty well, but Stratford closed it down very quickly and turned into only a couple-yard gain.
So a 3rd and 7 here for the Tigers. The wind, it looks like, is blowing kind of south to north here. And nobody has attempted a pass yet. 3rd and 7. Handoff, left side, Haferman, nowhere to run. The Tiger defense waiting for him off that left side. He just did get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play. 4th and 7 coming up. So another likely punt by the Wildcats here, and that Tiger defense gets a stop after giving up some great field position. It's going to be another Edgar 3 and out with 5 minutes to go in quarter number 1.
In most games, Edgar would probably go for this from their 31-yard line because what do you gain from a punt? But the field position in this game is so crucial. They want to try to get them inside the 10 and play the field position game.
Yeah, you've got to. You're almost forced into that situation in a game like this. So the Tigers will get the ball back. Edgar's going to try to pin him deep. Here is a low line driver that's going to be angled out of bounds off the far side of the field, and it's going to go out at the Edgar. Check that. The Tiger 14-yard line is where they are going to mark that ball.
Together. We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
See, I didn't see who got that ball. Matt Handrick gets it again off the right side, out across the 20, out to about the 23-yard line. That looks to be a gain of about 9 on that play. Or did he get 10?
He got a first down.
All right, they're going to move the chains on that play. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line, a gain of 10, and a first down for Matt Hendrick. So they'll move the chains, an exact 10-yard gain for Hendrick. Schwabe now, the give off the left side. It looks like Teddy Redmond with some running room. Redmond fumbled the ball, and who's got it? The Wildcats.
Edgar.
The Wildcats covered up at the Tiger 39-yard line. Teddy Redmond had a big hole off the left side, ran out across the 35, approaching the 40-yard line, and that ball came out, and Edgar has it at the Stratford 39-yard line, a Tiger turnover with 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Big turnover right there, and Edgar gets it right back in Stratford territory. Once again, a big turnover by the Tigers. Now the Wildcats, excellent field position again at the Stratford 39-yard line. Connor Wolf from the right hash. Under center, back to pass. Deep, down the near sideline. Brewster's open. The ball is deflected by Chandler Schmidt and almost deflected to a teammate. That would have been Colton Schillinger. That ball almost intercepted. They tried to go deep on Chandler Schmidt. And that pass knocked away by Schmidt as Connor Wolf and the Edgar offense took a shot at the end zone.
I like it, and I wouldn't go against Connor Schmidt, though. I'd run the other side.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't go against
Chandler's good.
Chandler Schmidt.
Yeah.
He's a really good corner, and he's got height, too.
Yep.
Good ball skills, all that. But it was double coverage, so he threw into double coverage, but I like it. They took a shot.
Chandler Schmidt, 6'1", DB back there. Incomplete, second down from the 39-yard line. A fumble by Brewster in the backfield. He got on top of that ball. It was kind of a jet sweep play from right to left. Brewster fumbled the exchange and fell on it back at the 44-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play. That will set up 3rd and 15 now for Edgar.
You know, that's the kind of play I'm looking for, something like that with misdirection. Of course, you got to hang on to the ball. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything. But, again, that play had some promise until he fumbled it.
Big loss there, 5 yards. 3rd and 15 now for the Wildcats at the Tiger 44-yard line. Connor Wolf, under center, has wing left. Backs are split. Wide left is a wideout. Fakes a couple of handoffs. Rolling to his left. Wolf, tuck it. Run with it. Wolf cutting back up the center of the field, pointing out some blocks inside the 40, but finally corralled at about the Tiger 37-yard line. And so a gain of not much. What did he get, 7?
About 7, yeah.
On the play. Ben Barton, the lineman, actually tracked him down. And that's going to bring up 4th and 9. And another punt, it looks like. Or is the offense coming out?
No, they're going to punt it.
Looks like they're going to punt the ball away here. So Mason Stout, the punter, into the wind here.
Yeah, he'll kick it low again.
Yep, he'll try to kick it low and try to pin him deep. Well, he squibs it down inside the 10, and the Wildcats are going to down it at the 5-yard line, and Mason Stout with another beautiful punt down there. And the Tigers will start out at their own 5-yard line with 2:11 remaining in this opening quarter, and still no score.
Yeah, this game's reminding me of like a soccer game where one team is just dominating the game on their side of the field and continue to get shot on goal, but they can't put it in the goal. And this is exactly what's happened to Edgar. They're dominating this game in the first quarter here, getting great field position, and they just can't break through and take advantage of these opportunities that they're getting with 2 turnovers already by Stratford.
Tigers now from their own 5-yard line. And Schwabe, the handoff. Big hole off the right side out across the 10 to the 12-yard line for Handrick. So Handrick out across the 10 to the, where do they put the ball? About the 12-yard line, a gain of 7 on the play for Handrick. All right, 2nd and 3 now. Minute 40 left, first quarter. Schwabe under center. Hands it off right side. That's Bo Gross. Off the right side, out across the 15 to the 16, tripped up there after a gain of 4, and that will move the chains on 2nd down, and a rare first down in this game so far.
Well, the Tigers have been getting some, decent runs. They've just been shooting themselves in the foot, as you put it normally, with the 4th down play and the punt, and then also that Teddy Redmond fumble.
That's right, big turnover there. And the Tigers now have a 1st and 10. Ball at their own 17-yard line. A minute 5 remaining in the opening quarter. Schwabe, a handoff. Sweep off the left side. Some running room here off the left side for Devin Denny, I believe. And Denny out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looks to be a gain of about 9. Did they give him the 27? Yes, they did. That will be a 10-yard gain for Denny. And another Tiger first down, 50 seconds to go in quarter number 1. And the Tigers now some success running the ball.
They certainly are running off tackle and letting the running back bounce it out if he wants to. That gives them the running back that option.
1st and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. Schwabe again under center. And takes the snap, hands it off. And again, Denny off the right side, a big sweep, wide turn off that right edge, out across the 30. And Denny is given the 32-yard line, a gain of 5 for Devin Denny on that play, setting up 2nd and 5. We're down to 11 seconds to go. That will be the final play of quarter number 1 here in Edgar. Wildcats, Tigers, scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter action in just a moment.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Very friendly people.
It's like a family.
Real good service.
Service is impeccable. Staff here is very accommodating and friendly.
Everyone makes you welcome.
I enjoy coming here.
Honestly, everybody who works here is just really friendly.
Service is phenomenal.
Everybody's always smiling.
I don't know what else to say.
I couldn't ask for anything better.
It's in the name. There's just such a simplicity to all of it.
V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today.
2nd and 5 for the Tigers from their own 33-yard line as we start quarter number 2. Schwabe hands it off to Matt Handrick. That ball came out. That ball is out again. And who's on it?
Stratford got
Looks
it back.
like the Tigers got it back. Handrick took a big hit as he crossed the 35-yard line out to the 36. It'll be a gain of 3 for Handrick, and that ball came out at the end of that play as Handrick took a big hit, and these guys are going after it tonight.
So far, Stratford must have went and had some chicken dinner tonight because they can't hang on to the ball. I mean, it's slick. I mean, they just keep dropping it. 3 times now they've lost the ball, and that doesn't bode well. But, again, their defense has been bailing them out so far.
That ball changes when it gets this cold. This is the first cold game of the season. They're not used to it. Maybe adjusting to that. A slick football here. 3rd and a yard And off left tackle, a big push for the Tigers out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line for Bo Gross. And a gain of 6 for Gross and a first down again for the Tigers. And they move the chains here in the first minute of this second quarter.
I think some of it has to do with playing better competition, too. You're just going to take bigger hits and stronger, fellas on the other side of the line. And that might have something to do with it, too, because these teams are rolled all season, as we've said.
Yeah, they certainly have. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, now at their own 42-yard line. And here's the handoff off the right side. This is Handrick again, a big hole. Handrick into Edgar territory. No, that's Chase Flink, and there's a penalty marker at the end of that play. Flink with a big run off the right side into Edgar territory and finally shoved out of bounds at about the Wildcat 45-yard line. There is a penalty marker at the end of that run. And we'll get the call here and see what the infraction is. No indication yet. It's against the Tigers. So a face mask against the Stratford Tigers on a long run by Flink. That's going to get wiped out. It's going to put the ball back at the 41-yard line.
That's a strange call, a face mask on the offense.
So the ball will come back to the 41-yard line after that 15-yarder. So he was shoved out at about the Edgar 44-yard line, but wiped that one off the board. It's going to come back. So this will be the 7th play of the drive right here. 1st and what turns out to be 11 now. Right up the middle now for Matt Handrick out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 for Matt Handrick. That will set up 2nd and about 6 for the Tigers. So after all that, yeah, they gain a bunch and lose 15. And really it turns out to be a loss of a yard. So about a 16-yard run by Flink wiped off the board. 2nd and 6 at their own 46. Toss left side. This is Bo Gross and taken down in the backfield. And the Edgar defense able to stretch that one out. And Gross taken down back inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And a loss of 2 on the play, setting up a big 3rd and 8 right here.
Great penetration by the Edgar defensive line on that when I watched it. They were actually pushing the Stratford guys back into the backfield on that one, and that's why the running play went nowhere. Again, great penetration by the Edgar defensive line.
3rd and 8, ball at the Tiger 44-yard line. 9:20 remaining, no score, second quarter. Tigers have the ball going left to right. Now on the left hash and a big 3rd down here. Schwabe hands it off the right side. This is Handrick and some running room, or is that Flink? That's Chase Flink out to the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 for Chase Flink, but he will come up a few yards shy of the first down. It will be 4th and about 3. Right at midfield, a yard shy of midfield. See what the Tigers do here on 4th and 3. The offense is going to line up and go for it.
They're not
4th and 3.
They're not going to snap it.
Ball at the Tiger 49-yard line. Here's the handoff. Right side, big hole, Bo Gross, 40, 35, and stumbles down to the 31-yard line and actually comes down at the 32-yard line. 19 yards on 4th and 3 for Gross, and the Tigers pick up a huge first down.
You know what that comes down to? It comes down to your head coach having a lot of faith in his defense. Realizing if we get stopped at midfield, we got the best defense in the country, you know, and we don't got to worry.
They've shut everybody out. So 1st and 10 now at the 32. Give up the middle. Nowhere to go. Stout and a couple of other guys in on the stop. Handrick took the handoff, got hit as soon as he got the ball, and he's going to get dropped back at the 34-yard line. So he's going to lose 2 yards right there. A loss of 2, second and 12 coming up.
The thing that these drives are doing, though, is wearing down. They're going to wear down that Edgar defense eventually, because the time of possession is really being slanted towards Stratford now so far.
Second and 12 now, 7:25 remaining second quarter. Schwabe under center. Powerhouse backfield, 3 behind him. Toss left side, and this is Teddy Redmond trying to get the edge off the left side inside the 30, down around the 26-yard line. Redmond with a big run off the left side on second and 12. Brewster ran him down, and they're going to spot the ball just shy of the 25-yard line, about the 27-yard line. So a 7-yard run by Teddy Redmond.
Yeah, with Redmond and Flink, Stratford has a lot of speed in those two young men. They can really fly.
Another big third down here, 3rd and 5 from the Edgar 27-yard line from the left hash. They run it off the right side, and not a lot of running room over there inside the 25-yard line for Denny. And Denny about at the 24-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3, and he is 2 yards shy of the first down. Edgar's defense comes up big, but here comes the big line of the Tigers, and again they're going to go for it on 4th and short at the Edgar 24-yard line, 4th and 2. And here's the give off the right side, and Handrick bounced that play outside, stopped initially. His second effort takes him all the way down to the 15-yard line, and a gain of 9, and a first down on 4th and 2 for Handrick and the Tigers.
Yeah, Handrick was actually stopped, I think, just near the line of scrimmage, but then he kind of bounced off the defenders and was able to sneak his way back into the middle for that 9-yard gain. It looked like he wasn't going to get it at first.
That's right. The Wildcats had that stopped initially, but Handrick bounced off the initial surge, and then his second effort got him a big gain on that play. 9 yards and a first down to the Edgar 15-yard line. Now Schwabe back to pass. He's going to get swallowed up back at the 23-yard line. Oh, big pass rush by the Edgar defense, and Schwabe goes down back at about the 22-yard line, and a big loss for this Tiger offense right there.
That was a little bit of a surprising call. It's been aggressive, and I don't mind that, but they're running the ball pretty effectively, getting the first down after first down after first down. And now they put themselves in a pretty big hole.
So a loss of 7 on that play. Second down, 17. Ball back at the 22-yard line now. And now here's the handoff. Left side, Teddy Redmond, a little running room. Teddy Redmond off that left side, back inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. And gets 6 yards back. 3rd and 11 coming up. That was the 16th play of the drive. The 17th play of the drive coming up right here.
It's just scary when Redmond and Flink get the ball, and especially when they get on the wide side and going like that. And it looked like Redmond, he could just score at any second. But Edgar, good job of shutting it down and keeping it manageable and only giving them 6.
Tigers on a long drive here. They've converted a few 4th down plays. Now a big 3rd and 11 from the Edgar 17. Trying to get to the right side. No running room there for Devin Denny, and the Wildcats sniffed that one out back at the 17-yard line. I believe that is about the line of scrimmage. Maybe did lose a yard on that play. Back to about the 18, and that play goes nowhere. And a big 4th down play coming up for the Tigers.
Well, now you got to take a shot. I mean, you're in range where you can get it to the end zone. You know, get Vaughn Bright out there. Throw it up to him. Let him make a play. We've seen him make some miraculous plays this year over DBs because of his size at, 6'4", 6'5", and he just goes up and takes it away from him.
6'5", 210. Yeah. And now the Tigers want to talk about it. 17 plays. It comes down to a 4th and 13, Todd, at the Edgar 18-yard line.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Fade to Black window tinting for your car, home, and office. Fade to Black will make your ride different than the rest, with creative, stylish, and quality window film all year round. Fade to Black also helps to reduce glare and keep sun out of areas in your home and office that cause discomfort. Fade to Black provides vinyl wrapping with access to the top brands of wheels, tires, and accessories for your car or truck. Give Wayne a call at 715-660-6482 or visit Fade to Black LLC on Facebook now. Fade to Black window tinting in Marshfield.
And they've won 4 of the last 5 matchups as well. And so now here we go with a 4th and 13 ball at the Edgar 18-yard line. And a big play coming up.
Guess who spread wide left? Vaughn Bright.
Vaughn Bright. There
it's
he
going
is.
one-on-one. Here we go.
Here's a fake handoff. Schwabe back to pass. Under pressure. Running to his right. Hit from behind. Ball's out. And that's going to go as an incomplete pass. And the pass rush of Edgar gets to Schwabe. And that line didn't give him enough time to get that pass off. And that ball is going to fall dead as an incomplete pass as Schwabe was hit from behind. He was starting to throw that ball forward, got hit from behind. The ball he drilled into the ground as an incomplete pass. The Wildcats take over right there on downs.
Yeah, and Schwabe had some initial protection in the beginning. He could have let it go. He should have threw it. But then he tried to scramble to the right, and Vaughn Bright was on the left, way on the wide. Then he knew he couldn't get it that far, and then he was stuck and had to take the sack, but turned out to be an incomplete pass. But to me, it looked more like a sack or a fumble, but I guess his arm was going forward.
Wow, so yeah, tuck rule.
I guess, yeah. It wouldn't have mattered. It was 4th down anyway.
Update from Hiding Community Stadium in Marshfield. In the second quarter, DC Everest leads the Marshfield Tigers 7-0 in that one. A battle for that conference, basically, in that West Division right there tonight.
Yeah, it is, because Marshfield, I think, needs one more win to become playoff eligible.
Yes, they do, and they're trying to get a big one against a pretty good Everest team, but, that's it's such a weak division this year. I don't know if do they have a winning record?
Yeah, I think they do.
Okay.
I believe. But now, who did Everest scrimmage in the beginning of the year where they kind of got?
The Stratford Tigers.
Yeah,
that's
didn't
right.
Stratford kind of take it to them?
They didn't gain anything.
Yeah.
Everest didn't gain anything on this Tiger defense in scrimmage in the preseason. So, I mean, they're that good.
Yeah.
They are that good. They are as advertised. But such a great rivalry over the years. I hope they work out some kind of non-conference matchup that they start next season, because it is a great rivalry that goes back 50-plus years. 2 charter members of this Marawood Conference for the final time in the conference here tonight. A 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 18-yard line, going right to left as we watch the action here at Edgar. Connor Wolf takes the snap. Back to pass. Now steps up and runs. Wolf has an opening off the right side. And Wolf out across the 30, 35, hit out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Connor Wolf, he tucks it and runs with it. And Wolf with a big gain. That might be the first down of the game for Edgar. Out to the 36-yard line. And 18 yards for Connor Wolf on 1st down.
I like the run, but I tell you what, he's holding it like a loaf of bread. He was holding in his left hand the whole time as he's running. It's like, tuck that thing so that you don't drop it. I could just see it happening.
All right, a big gain out to the 36-yard line now. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the right hash. Here's a give up the middle that goes nowhere. Hit and driven back and dropped for a loss back inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Mason Stout will lose 2 on that play.
It's going to be very difficult to run up in the middle with those 2 big fellows in there. You got to at least run off tackle to give that running back a chance to bounce it. Otherwise, up the middle is going to be difficult.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 12 at the Edgar 34-yard line. 2:40 left in the second quarter. Still no score in this one. These are usually low-scoring games, or at least close games between these two teams. Here's a 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats. From their own 34-yard line, Wolf under center. Backs are split behind him. And off the right side, not much running room for Austin Dolke. Dolke, though, fights his way out across the 40. Second effort there. Gets him maybe the 41-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play. And that will set up a manageable 3rd and 5.
Yeah, much better play there, running it off tackle. And Dolke did bounce it out because he saw the hole opening up, and he had a little daylight at least finally to run through.
It was a 6-point win for the Wildcats a year ago, a 10-0 win the year before that. Stratford won 2 years ago. Check that, 3 years ago, 7-6. Those kind of games in this matchup. A 1-point win 3 years ago for the Tigers. Big 3rd and 5 here for the Wildcats from their own 41. And Wolf back to pass deep down the left side and up the left seam. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one out to Mason Stout. He drew double coverage, and that ball incomplete down around the Tiger 27-yard line, bringing up 4th down.
You know, Edgar just hoping to hit a big play. You know, just hit one big and score quickly. That's what we're looking for there, rather than going for the manageable 3rd and 5 with a little slant play or, you know, something in a flat or maybe a screen. They're like, let's take a shot and see if we can get one big one and get the lead.
Well, they took a shot there, and now they are going to punt the ball away on 4th and 5. I suppose they figure not a lot of time. Maybe the Tigers, you know, if they get the ball back, will just simply run out of time right here. So it's not the end of the world if you got to punt the ball away, which Mason Stout does. Angles that one out of bounds, and that one's going to go out of bounds at about the Tiger 35-yard line. Where are they going to spot this thing? With 1:20 left in the second quarter, they're going to put it at the Stratford 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was only about a 20-yard punt. That was a kind of shank off the side of Mason Stout's foot.
Well, so Edgar cannot move the football. They had that nice run by Wolf on first down of 18 yards, but then -2, 7, and then an incomplete pass. Tigers from their own 38 now. Max Schwabe rolling to his right, throwing on the run, hits Handrick out across the 40. Handrick now breaks a tackle out across the 45. Handrick dropped at the 46-yard line after a gain of 8 on that pass play from Schwabe to Handrick with 1 minute to go in the half. Tigers now will take a quick huddle and then hurry back to the line. 52 seconds left from the right hash. Tigers working left to right, and Schwabe takes the snap. Back to pass again. Schwabe has time. Wheel route down the left side. Open inside the Edgar 45-yard line is Teddy Redmond, and he caught that ball at the Edgar 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pass play to Redmond. And then
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Yeah, and Stratford's against the wind right now.
Tigers going, into the wind right here on a 2nd and 2 from the Edgar 46-yard line. Ball on the left hash, working left to right as we watch the action. Schwabe, a little draw play and running room off the right side down to the Edgar 35-yard line for Bo Gross. And an 11-yard gain for Gross as the Tigers now hurry to the line. And they'll spike it with 21 seconds left in the second quarter. So a little draw play to Gross, and it worked.
Yeah, you spread 3 wide receivers out, and that spreads the defense out a little bit. So you don't have so many people in the middle waiting for the run, and then you pop a run up the middle, especially when you spread Vaughn Bright out to the wide right. He's going to attract a lot of attention out there.
Yeah, it was about, I think, an 8-yard gain. I think I said 11, about an 8-yard run. And then the spike, so an incomplete pass. So now it's going to be 3rd and 3, right? After the spike. Empty backfield, 2 receivers left, 3 to the right, screen, right side, Schwabe through the fingers of Redmond, incomplete, 17 seconds left in the half. They try to set up a screen, trips right, so Redmond would have had blockers. That pass thrown maybe a little high for Redmond, incomplete, 4th down coming up.
It appeared that Edgar had that smelled out pretty good. There was a lot of defenders over there. I don't think Redmond would have got a lot, even if he would have caught it. Yeah, it was it could have been a well-designed play, but it didn't work.
Didn't work, so now 4th and 3, 17 seconds to go for the Tigers. Ball at the Edgar 38-yard line. 1 receiver wide right. That's Bright, I believe. They'll hand it off, and this is Bo Gross off the left side. A stiff arm on one defender, breaks another tackle, and Gross inside the 35. And I believe he's got a Tiger first down at about the 33-yard line after a gain of 5, and he gets out of bounds and stops the clock with 9.6 seconds left. So they'll have at least one shot here, right?
Yeah, I would think so. They got a timeout, too.
They do have a timeout. They can get an incompletion or a completion and then maybe stop it real quick with the timeout now. Here's a timeout. They're going to take it here.
Timeout, Stratford.
Tigers are going to take the timeout here with 9.6 seconds left in the second quarter.
You've finally found the home of your dreams. Now what? You need a home mortgage from a lender that can help you make homeownership more affordable with the speed and service you deserve.
You need Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Whether you're a new home buyer or refinancing your current mortgage, you can trust Fairway to provide you with everything you need.
At Fairway, we understand you want it right and you want it fast, and we'll guarantee it. 30 days or less, or we'll pay your closing costs.
Be in the home of your dreams faster with Fairway.
And you never know. It can be pass interference. It could be a whatever. They haven't been able to do it yet.
Well,
they want to do it on one play, but it didn't work because they didn't get enough protection.
We thought maybe they'd bring in Chandler Schmidt at quarterback to throw that, but here's Schwabe now. He'll drop back to pass. He'll get sacked at the 40-yard line. That'll do it. Max Schwabe went back to pass, and the Edgar Wildcats came right up the middle and dropped Schwabe at the 40-yard line for a loss of 7 on the play, and that takes us to halftime. He never had a chance.
He didn't. He was just getting planted, and then he got planted at the same time as he was going to try to throw it. Just had no opportunity to do that. And, maybe you can try to roll out or something, but they haven't tried that yet. It's mainly been just going back, and when Edgar knows where he's going to be, they've been in there most times to limit the protection that he has to throw the ball.
I had to get the name. It was Dalkey. Austin Dalkey came just untouched, I think, right up the middle and just smothered Schwabe back at the 40-yard line.
It was an all-out blitz up the middle, and like you said,
what do you call that?
All-out blitz.
Jailbreak?
Oh, yeah.
Not quite.
No, one guy jailbroke.
That's not a jailbreak. One guy does not a jailbreak make. Now stop it. But Dalkey, though, man, one-man wrecking crew right there.
Oh, he sure was.
Pretty awesome. So Schwabe never got it off. He never had a chance. So What an interesting half here. A scoreless, Todd, at halftime.
Yeah, I guess when you look at two teams, one's giving up 20 points, the other one's giving up 0 points. It's not unexpected, to have a 0-0 game. But again, the first quarter, Edgar had a lot of chances because Stratford kept giving Edgar good field position, but Stratford's defense stepped up. Then the second quarter, Stratford had a 17 or 18 play drive, whatever it was.
18 plays.
Got down to around the 10, 12 yard line, and then they just couldn't finish it off either, where the Edgar defense toughened up. Yeah. So, again, it's been a real defensive struggle. Both teams are really stepping up in the red zone when they needed to.
All right, Tiger update from Marshfield. Now the Tigers have now fallen behind 16-0 to DC Everest at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. A big matchup in the VFA over there tonight.
Is that for first place, do you know? Or?
Yeah, I think it is. Yep.
That's what I thought.
It is. Yep. So the Evergreens lead the Tigers of Marshfield 16-0. Well, we've got a similar matchup. Same colors over here at Edgar tonight, right? Green and yellow over there versus black and orange and white.
Yep.
And same deal over here. The green and yellow and white of Edgar and the black and orange and white of Stratford. Scoreless at the end of one half in this big Marawood Conference matchup here tonight on WOSQ Spencer Marshfield and online at WOSQFM.com. We're also available on the TuneIn app for your mobile device as well. Halftime here at Edgar, and Gene Delisio has our halftime program coming up in just a moment.
At Advantage Community Bank, we know you have many...
Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day fourth-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
Have all the fun without all the fuss and muss. A party at Rose Bowl Lanes. Birthday parties aren't just for kids either. Have your food and beverages on the lanes. You just bring the cake and gifts. They've got the rest. It's the place to have your Christmas party too. Log on to rosebowllanes.com. Bowling is my kind of game.
When you have a plumbing problem, you need it fixed now, and you need it fixed right. So you need to call the professionals at Stratford Plumbing and Heating. They're a family-based small business offering 24-hour emergency service throughout central Wisconsin. They offer plumbing, heating, cooling, and excavating services. Good luck, Tigers, in tonight's game. From Stratford Plumbing and Heating, call them 715-391-0290 or find them at stratfordplumbingandheat.com.
Don't miss our halftime update here on WDLB and WOSQ. A special guest tonight. Many of our local baseball fans remember Granton's Harry Zaleski passed away just a few years ago, but Harry lived into his 90s in Granton and was a great baseball player back in his days, back in the 30s, 40s, into the 50s, as he was a standout local baseball player for several teams back in that era. And Harry began his baseball career with the Little Rose team between Marshfield and Stratford.
The way I learned to play baseball mostly because I had older brothers, and I learned to play with them because they were older than me, and I'd get my glove in there at 12 years old, and I would start playing ball with them. So that's how I learned the game from the beginning, was a small kid. And I started playing for Stratford when I was about 16 years old. That was my first experience playing because I had an older brother playing there too. So he played center field, and he was 5 years older, so I could go along with him. That's how I got to play with Stratford when I was a young kid.
When you're a young guy like that back in that time, how does a guy get better at baseball back then when you don't have these organized leagues like they have today? What are some things you did to make yourself a better ball player?
Well, I tell you how I did that. After the cows were milked, we generally played baseball on the lawn every day. We had a neighbor boy come over. He was a big 6'6" guy, and he liked to play baseball too. So after the chores were done, just every day, we would go out there and throw that ball around every day, hit it and run around. That's the way. I think that's the only way you can get with a young kid better is to play when you're young and donate your time in there and play hard.
Now, what was baseball like back in that era when you had so many of these town teams growing up? You were growing up in the Little Rose area. Did you go out there and watch them play a lot? Was the Little Rose team as you were growing up?
Well, I tell you, the Little Rose team first started when I was a young kid. There was no team before when I was a kid. I and my brother started the Little Rose team. That was the first Little Rose teams. That's how Little Rose got started in baseball. I started. So we didn't see, there was no old timers.
Well, tell us how you did that. How did you get that team started back in a few years ago?
Well, that was right during the war years, and the only guys around to play ball them days were guys, farm boys. And that's how we started the farm team, called Little Rose. And that's the only way, because I can remember Stratford didn't have a team no more because all the town boys went to service. And us farm boys got deferred generally. The first couple years, farm boys went to service too, but then they found out we need those farm boys to work. We can't take any more of them to the service. And that's how we started the Little Rose team with strictly farm boys.
How about some of the guys that you started that team with in Little Rose?
What's that now?
Who were some of those guys you started that team with?
Well, there was me and my brother, and I could say that neighbor boy that come over and play with us, he was a 6'6" guy, Franskoviak, Donnie Franskoviak, his name was, and he was a big boy. He was really a big boy. Then what happened is more boys would come in, like from the March Rapids area, all the Heim boys, 2 Heim boys played. We had a pretty good catcher, Fritzy Lau. He was another farm boy, and he was a good catcher. And we got some pitchers that I just can't think of their name right now. Holtmans, yeah, Elmer and Gordy Holtman. They were from the Edgar, Fenwood area, but they wanted to play baseball, so they drove over and played with us at Little Rose. That's how we got the Little Rose going. And like I said, we had a pretty fair team.
And where did you play your games when you were with Little Rose?
With who?
With Little Rose.
Well, there was Chile, Hewitt, Auburndale, Millodore, Little Rose. There was a team in Richfield, in the town of Richfield. There was a team, and let me think. Once there was one time Marshall even had a team in that league. I don't know who those Marshall boys were, but I can remember one year Marshall played in that league it was called the Yellow River League. Yeah.
And where did you play your games at Little Rose? How did you build a ballpark?
Well, we had cars, but the ballpark was right at this corner of Little Rose, which is now 153 and Highway E. And right there was a schoolhouse, a cheese factory where we hauled our milk, and there was a tavern, and he helped sponsor the team. In fact, a couple of years later, there was a bowling alley there, and the ballpark was right there on that corner. The farm on the corner of the place now donated us about enough land to make a ball diamond. Yeah, you got to give that guy credit. The farm says, no, I'll donate you guys to have a ballpark here. And that's how we started the ballpark, right there in the corner.
Well, tell us what it was like to play for the Little Rose team in terms of the fans who came out, the people who enjoyed seeing you play.
Well, these were all pretty much farm people, and we didn't have much seating. We had a little bench, just a little bench behind the backstop, and most of those guys, imagine, they stood there 3-4 hours, but they enjoyed the baseball game, those farm boys. A lot of them were parents of the kids, but there was a lot of them that wasn't parents. They enjoyed the ball game. We knew they had a big crowd always. And to give you an idea, we didn't charge, but I can remember they used to pass the hat around. And even them days, money didn't go very far. You know, $1 was worth $1. And I can remember that the guy that passed the hat around come along and after the game said, hey, collected in that hat, and here's about $75, $80 in his hat. We could buy balls and stuff. Yeah.
That was really great. How good was your ball club in Little Rose?
Oh, we had a good ball club. We had a real good ball club. We were one of the top teams always. Chile used to have a good ball club, and we battled Chile pretty hard, generally, for the league championship. Auburndale had a good ball club, but I think most time we were higher than Auburndale, because Auburndale had a few good ball players too. They had a good pitcher over there, but I much as I can remember that we battled Chile most of the time. Little Rose and Chile had some awful big games. Chile was a champion of the year when we were once in a while, yeah.
Can you recall some of the players on some of the other teams that really were standout players?
Well, yeah, Chile had a bunch of good ball players. They had a good pitcher named Lawrence Bailing, threw real hard. And they had some pretty good ball players, Chile did. I can remember Burr Velcro was another pitcher, and I see that Burr Velcro just died about a month ago. He lived in Florida now. And then there was let me see, one of those Warren Kleinschmidt. There was some Kleinschmidt family, Guy Kleinschmidt. Chile had good ball players. I'll say they were well organized. They had Jackie Christensen. I remember a catcher was real good. So they had a good ball club always. That's why we had our hands full beating them. They either beat us or we'd beat them once in a while.
When you went to the other towns and played on the road, did you see a lot of fans supporting those teams as well?
Pretty much. Oh yeah, they supported them. But like I said before, I thought that we at Little Rose had the big support. Oh, Chile had good support too. But I can remember at Little Rose we had all those farm families coming from 4, 5, 6 miles for that ball game, even though they had to stand and watch.
I understand that back in that era, there was more than one league. You played in the Yellow River League, but wasn't there like a Clover Belt League also, where there's some? And I think there was a Wood County League, something like that. Did you tell us about some of these other leagues that operated?
Well, at that time, I didn't know too much. There was like you say, there was one in the Wood County League, the Pittsfield area, and there was the Clover Belt League here, and that was like Loyal and Greenwood and that. But we didn't play much against those teams. I don't know. I can't remember playing much against those teams. We didn't play, or we should have played the Yellow River League champion, should have played the Clover League champion, but it wasn't organized, I guess, that way them days.
What did you think of the caliber of play, the talent that you saw in those leagues back then?
Well, the talent was probably not the best, but there was always, each team had a couple of good ball players. Like I said, Chile had good pitchers. We had good pitchers at Little Rose, and Auburndale had a good pitcher, too. I can remember him. And then we had a good catcher, but a guy named Jimmy Byro was a very good ball player them days at Auburndale. And Millador, I can't remember their ball players too well, but they played. Oh, Hewitt had a good ball team because Hewitt, the Varshows were all playing.
What the frick is this?
Gary Varshow's dad, and probably.
Oh yeah, some guy from Granton, some baseball player guy who I think might be dead.
And baseball standout Harry Zaleski.
Oh yeah, Harry. Yeah, I know Harry. Oh yeah. Actually, I wonder if he's related to this guy right next to us. I'll have to ask.
Dealer providing installations and repairs for both residential and commercial buildings. Door Pro carries Haas and Amar manufactured doors too. Door Pro supports Stratford Tigers athletics. Ask them about their do-it-yourselfer specials with no upcharge for non-stock doors. Get your next overhead door at Door Pro of Stratford. Call 715-384-7978 or visit them at doorprollc.com.
The Can-Am Yellow Tag Sales Event is going on.
2 here, and then you're ready.
Trails, yep. Ultimate off-road vehicle.
Okay.
And it's built for ripping through trails, crawling through mud, cruising over dunes.
We may not have a lot of time here. They're going to go.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, they put 3 more minutes back on.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay.
Can-Am off-road vehicle at a great price. For a limited time, get $3,000 off.
Wonder if the teams know that.
2019. Get to the Can-Am Sales Event at Bill Service Center, Highway 97 in Stratford today. Pizza, pizza, pizza. If you like pizza, then you need to try Sweat's Country Corner Mart in Blinker, offering homemade pizzas just the way you like them. They'll bake them, or you can take your pizza home and bake it yourself. Another great service from Sweat's Country Corner Mart just off the new Highway 10 in Blinker. Everyone loves pizzas, and you'll love pizzas from Sweat's Deli. Fresh baked pizzas made daily and made to order. Call ahead 652-2404. 24-hour gas service, too. Sweat's Country Corner Mart just off the new Highway 10 in Blinker.
If you can't go pro, you can still look like one with Sports Scene in the Marshfield Mall. Sports Scene has hats, jerseys, helmets, clothing, die-cast NASCAR cars. Shop Sports Scene's unique collection of specialty items, autographs, sports memorabilia, collectibles, sports cards, and so much more. From team sports to backyard games, Sports Scene has got the goods. Shop like a pro at Sports Scene in the Marshfield Mall.
Back here at Edgar High School, halftime is just about over. Scoreless in this one. Halftime stats brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities. Todd, a quick look at the first half numbers in this one here tonight.
Yeah, the story of the game is defense. And again, Stratford's defense, just unbelievable. They held Edgar Wildcats to 32 yards in the first half. Just nothing. Connor Wolf, he has 22 carries for 25 yards, and that's about it. Had an 18-yard run. So that's really all they've given up in the whole first half, and obviously no passing yards as well. So just amazing how that defense is just continuing to be just unbreakable. Stratford, a little bit better on offense, had actually 137 yards of total offense in the first half. 27 carries for 119 yards of rushing offense. The leading rusher is Matt Handrick, who had 8 carries for 41 yards. Bo Gross, 7 carries for 37 yards. And Teddy Redmond, 3 carries for 28 yards. So, again, like I say, overall, 137 yards of total offense in the first half for Stratford, but still nothing on the board.
Stratford and Edgar scoreless after one half. Halftime stats brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities. Max Schwabe took a sack to end the first half. He will get the ball to start the second half as the Wildcats kick off right to left. Our kickoffs are brought to you by Rail Transport of Marshfield. Get paid while you get your CDL. Kick off a new career with Rail Transport of Marshfield. All right, scoreless after one half. Here we go with half number 2. Stratford Edgar. Bragging rights in the Marawood Conference. On the line, kickoff right to left, south to north, into the end zone, and a touchback. Boy, is that Miller? Austin Miller. What a boot by Austin Miller. Man, that thing, give that kicker 3 points. He almost put that thing through the uprights. What a kickoff by Miller.
It was, and of course they're kicking with the wind.
Yeah, right.
So that does help. You got it nice and high, which is smart. Let the wind blow it, and he certainly did. And yeah, that was a boomer.
Traffic alert for Highway 29. Look out, Miller's kicking him off. All right, Schwabe and the Tiger offense from their own 20-yard line, going left to right. And on first down, Teddy Redmond gets the ball off the left side. Redmond out near the 25-yard line. That is a gain of 5, and 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, and Teddy Redmond had 2 hands on that ball and was squeezing it really tight because he had fumbled once in the first half, and he definitely was not going to let that happen again.
Nope, hung on to that one. Now from the left hash, again, the Tigers working left to right or north to south as we watch the action here. Just underway, third quarter. Off the right side, and a big hole. This is, I believe, Gross. Bo Gross out across the 35, finally dragged down at the 37-yard line after a gain of 12 and a first down for the Tigers.
Great start for the Stratford offense. 2 very effective running plays.
The Tigers trying to get that running game going. 1 minute gone by, 2 plays for the Tigers. Gains of 5 and 12. Ball at their own 38-yard line, I guess it is. That'll go as a 13-yard gain for Gross. 1st and 10 now. Here's a handoff right side now. And this is Chase Flink off the right side to the 45-yard line. Let's see where they spot this. Yep, right at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard gain for Flink. And a 2nd and 7 coming up.
Stratford's definitely having some success running wide. They're pulling people in front of the running back, and finding some soft spots on the edges of that Stratford defense.
From the right hash.
Edgar
Yep,
defense.
Exactly. Right hash. Third. Check that. Second down. 3 to go. Schwabe under center. 3 backs in that powerhouse look behind him. Handoff. Left side. Big hole into Edgar territory for Justin Shaner. His first carry of the night. And Shaner down to the Edgar 47-yard line. And an 8-yard gain for Shaner. And that will move the chains on 2nd and short.
I think Stratford's coming out and just not messing around. Said, hey, let's just block. Let's do what we do, and let's just go at them. Let's run a little wide action, and let's just use our size.
Ball in the middle of the field at the Edgar 47-yard line. Tigers on the march. Another handoff straight ahead inside the 45-yard line for Matt Handrick. Handrick powers his way down to the Edgar 43-yard line. A gain of 4 for Matt Handrick. And a 2nd and 6 coming up. So they started this drive at their own 20. Miller's kickoff went into the end zone, a Tiger touchback. Now at the Edgar 43-yard line, 9 minutes to go in the third, 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. And here's a sweep to the left. Teddy Redmond trying to get wide left, and not a lot of running room there. He took it wide left and cut it back up the field, and a gain of a yard to the 42-yard line. 3rd and about 5 coming up.
Yeah, Stratford couldn't get wide that time. They sent Teddy Redmond wide, and Edgar turned him back in and were able to take him down for a short gain.
Big test for the Edgar defense again right here. 3rd and 5. Ball at the Edgar 42-yard line. And here's the give to Gross off the left side. And Bo Gross very close to a first down inside the 40, down to about the 37-yard line. And he has it. Gain of 5, and now, did he get there? There is an injury. Okay, they're looking at a player. So it is a first down for Bo Gross. And 5-yard gain. Let's see, they're going to spot this ball at the 37-yard line. That's exactly 5 yards there, and that will move the chains. 1st and 10 now for the Stratford Tigers. Those winds are really whipping out there from south to north, basically. 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. We got a temperature reading at, 38 I saw. And wind chills down around 30. That wind chill factor right now. All right, so now a 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 8 minutes left in the third. Tigers working left to right from the Edgar 37-yard line. Another handoff. Hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play. And a big stop right there for Austin Dolke again. Came flying through. And who had the ball on that one?
Oh, I don't even know. I just was focusing on Dolke.
Dolke got hit in the backfield. Didn't see who the ball carrier was. Chase Flink got hit in the backfield, and Dolke was all over him back at the 40-yard line. That's going to lose 3 on the play. All right, here's Redmond off the left side. Redmond, a little running room, but now the play breaks down. Redmond is stopped forward. They didn't tackle him. They're going to call his forward progress dead at about the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 for Redmond. Then he was shoved backwards, and they blew the play dead right there. So Flink with that loss. Dolke with a big stop on Flink. Now Redmond for a couple, setting up 3rd and 11. This Edgar defense has come to life here in the third. Boy, what a great defensive stand here for the Wildcats. Now forcing a 3rd and 11 from the Edgar 38-yard line. Tigers have it. Schwabe under center. And the give off the right side. Slips and falls at the 35-yard line. That was Bo Gross, I believe, trying to make that cut. And he slipped and fell at the 35-yard line. after a gain of 3, and that will bring up 4th and 8 for Stratford with 6:15 remaining in the third.
If Gross hadn't slipped there, he would have probably gotten close to that first down and gave him a lot more manageable 4th down, probably 4th and 3 or less.
All right, so now 4th and 8. Here's a punting situation. So it looks like this Edgar defense gets another big stop, and a 10-play drive for the Tigers comes to a screeching halt at the Edgar 35. Here's the punt by Flink, and that one rolls inside the 5 and downed by the Tigers at the half-yard line. Tigers down it at the 1-yard line officially. What a great job by Flink and that special teams unit of Stratford, and Edgar pinned about as deep as you can get.
Wow, great punt, but real interesting situation out there on that is one Stratford person grabbed it, Flink, right?
Yeah, Flink punted it.
Oh, Flink, and I don't know who grabbed it, but he grabbed it at the 1-yard line, and another Stratford person ran into him and pushed him into the end zone. So I thought it was going to be a touchback, but the referees decided to put it at the 1-yard line where he initially touched it.
That's right. So now here's Connor Wolf in the Edgar offense from their own 1-yard line. A quick hitter right up the middle on 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. Mason Stout right up the middle. And a gain of maybe 2 to the 3-yard line, and that's it. Trying to give him some room.
Yeah, this is huge for Edgar to be able to get a first down here and at least get out of this hole. If they got a punt from this situation, Stratford's going to have extremely good field position.
You got that right. And so the Tigers have the Wildcats pinned deep here. 2nd and 8, Wildcats from their own 3-yard line. Wolf under center, takes the snap, turns and hands it off. Here's a Haferman, I believe, off the right side. Caleb, not a lot of running room there. Maybe the 4-yard line, so maybe a gain of a yard, and that's it. And big 3rd down coming up here, and I was just looking. Keep in mind, Todd, I was looking at some of the stats. The Tigers, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I see at least 3 punt returns, 4 touchdowns this season already. So they can return it on these punts for scores. They've done it 3 times, it looks like, this season already. 3rd and 7 from the 4. And the give up the middle goes nowhere. That Tiger defense right there. Stout hit at the 5-yard line. A gain of a yard for Stout, but that play goes nowhere. And that will bring up 4th and 6 for the Edgar Wildcats. And so Mason Stout going to try to get off a good punt right here from his own end zone. Under 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Stout in his own end zone now, right near the back line of the end zone. So he'll take the snap. A low spiraling kick that gets by Flink, and it's going to go rolling all the way back inside the Tiger 35-yard line. Flink picks it up at the 34, returns it out across the 40, and then gets cut down at the 43-yard line by Ethan Heil. Great punt coverage return team action right there. Oh, Heil got down there quickly against one of the fastest guys out there, Flink. And a great punt by Mason Stout. And the Wildcats with a great job of kind of flipping some field position right there on Stratford.
One word for that punt, clutch. If you're ever going to kick yourself a spiral coming out of the end zone, that's exactly what it did. That thing spiraled like you threw a pass and just zipped over Flink's head so fast he couldn't get back fast enough to field it. Unbelievable punt.
Great job by Mason Stout to get off just an amazing punt, a spiraling kick that, like you said, Todd, sailed past Flink, who was standing at about his own 45-yard line. It went zipping right over him all the way back inside the 30. Tigers take over at their own 42-yard line. Here's the quarterback keeper, Schwabe. That looked like a broken play off the left side, and the Edgar defense there to take Schwabe down. And I think he lost a yard. back to the 41 yard line. So Schwabe with a loss of a yard on that play. 2nd and 11. Well, and that one, I don't know, looked like a busted play. I don't know, looked like he was maybe trying to get the ball to Redmond or somebody off that left side, and it never did develop. Tigers lost a yard on first down. It will be 2nd and 11. 3 minutes left in the third. We are still scoreless here in Edgar in this big ball game in the Marawood. Schwabe back under center. Very tight formation. Bo Gross, a big run off the left side. Gross running through arm tackles into Edgar territory. Finally taken down at the Edgar 43-yard line. 16-yard run off the left side for Bo Gross and a big Tiger first down.
It kind of feels like Edgar's sort of hanging on just by the skin of their teeth because Stratford is moving the ball, just can't punch it in, and Edgar can't do anything on offense.
First down now from the Edgar 42-yard line. Here's the give to Gross again, and Bo Gross inside the Edgar 35 to the 34-yard line. 8-yard gain for Gross on that one. With 2 minutes to go in the third, the Tigers on the move after that awesome punt by Mason Stout. Tigers now getting that running game going again. Fourth play of the drive right here. After they lost a yard on first down, gains of 16 and 8. Now from the Edgar 34. Handoff hit at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere on that play. Gross goes nowhere. Hit at the line of scrimmage and stopped for no gain.
Yeah, Bo Gross now has 13 carries for 81 yards. So that's about just about a 6 or 7 yard carry average. So he's had some success, that's for sure.
All right, very manageable. 3rd and 2 right here for the Tigers from the Wildcat 34-yard line. 1:10 remaining in the third. Schwabe, the handoff, left side, running room, and breaking tackles is Justin Shaner. Shaner gets the ball again inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. And a big gain for Shaner and a first down for the Tigers. That's an 8-yard run by Justin Shaner with a minute to go in the third. Shaner moves the chains again. 50 seconds remaining in the quarter. Ball now at the Edgar 26-yard line. Schwabe back under center. That tight formation again. Here's the handoff. Handrick hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play. Handrick hit as he took the handoff from Schwabe. And let's see, no gain on the play. Got hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Handrick on that one. 20 seconds and counting now. And the Tigers, one more play here, it looks like, at the end of the third quarter. Still scoreless in this one. Tigers come to the line with 11 seconds left in the third. Schwabe back under center on 2nd and 10. And here's the handoff, right side. Bo Gross, running room. Inside the 20-yard line, down to the 16. Gross, it looks like. Gain of 10 right there. And did he get the first down, or was it a 9-yard gain? 9-yard gain for Bo Gross on that one. That will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Tigers on the move. 3rd and 1, still scoreless after 3. Back to Edgar in just a moment.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking.
Right to left or south to north. 3rd and 1 from the Edgar 17-yard line. And off right side, I believe that was Schillinger. Or was it Bo Gross? It was Bo Gross off the right side, and on 3rd and a yard, he runs it down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 7 and a 1st and goal, I believe, for Stratford. This is the closest, Todd, anyone has gotten to scoring here tonight. Can the Tigers punch it in? They have a 1st and goal. Early 4th quarter, just underway in the 4th. 1st and goal for the Tigers from the Edgar 10-yard line. Handoff right side, that was Justin Shaner. A yard to the 9 for Shaner, and that's it.
Yeah, if you're Edgar now, you got to sell out. I highly doubt that Stratford's going to throw the ball. If they do, they do. But you got to sell out here and just play the run all the way and try to make a stop here on these next 3 downs.
All right, it's 2nd and goal from the 9 for the Stratford Tigers here. Here's the handoff right side. Is this Bo Gross? Bo Gross makes a cut, dives toward the end zone, stopped at the 1-yard line. I believe that was Gross. A jump cut off the right side, got some movement, and he did not quite get there. It's a gain of 8 to the 1-yard line for Bo Gross. 3rd and goal from the 1 for the Tigers.
And that puts Bo Gross over 100 yards, 105 yards on 16 carries.
All right, just a couple minutes into this 4th quarter, still scoreless. Will the Tigers be the first team to crack the scoreboard here tonight? 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. Or will this Edgar defense rise to the challenge right here? 3rd and goal. Tigers trying to punch it in right here from the 1-yard line. There's a fumble. Schwabe fumbled the snap, and now there's a penalty marker. Somebody moved early. It's a false start on the Tigers. False start on Stratford. Schwabe, I think that was going to be a quarterback keeper all the way, and Schwabe, I believe, started the play early, and that's going to cost the Tigers 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 6. Wow.
Interesting call.
Very interesting call indeed. You've got a lot of guys putting up some good numbers, and it's Schwabe who gets the call. All right, now it's 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line after the false start penalty. Schwabe back under center. He's going to turn and hand it off. Left side, wide left, end zone, touchdown Tigers. Did he get in? He reaches out the ball. That's Bo Gross. They're going to say his knee went down at the 1-yard line. Bo Gross stretched that play wide left. He reached that ball out across the line, but they're going to say his knee came down at the 1-yard line, and it's going to be a 5-yard gain for Gross and a 4th and goal at the 1 for the Tigers.
Wow.
He did not get in. Edgar's fans on their feet, making noise. Here it is. Could be the ball game right here. 4th and goal from the 1. Schwabe under center. Takes the snap. Right side. Big surge ahead. Tigers say he got in. There it is. A touchdown. Right side. Was it Gross? I didn't see who got in. I believe it was Bo Gross.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yep,
it was.
Bo Gross off the right side, and he plunges in from a yard out, and the Tigers lead 6-0. 4th and goal from the 1, and Gross Todd just barely got that ball in.
Yeah, the referees did not signal it right away. They had to come running in from the sidelines there and just see where he landed in the whole mass of bodies and determined that he had fallen across.
And now Tigers are out there to go for a 2-point conversion. Schwabe under center from the 3-yard line. Handrick off the right side. Handrick stopped on the 2-point conversion attempt. Did not get there. A 1-yard touchdown run by Bo Gross. And the Tigers lead 6-0. 8:52 left in the fourth. And stay with us for more football from Edgar in just a moment.
Stop.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
And then not get the 2-point conversion, so that leaves the door open. If Edgar can somehow do something and kick the extra point, they could steal this one.
That was a 12-play, 58-yard drive, capped off by a 4th and 1-yard touchdown from the 1 for Bo Gross. Kickoff right to left, taken by Edgar at their 3-yard line, and they return out across the 21 by, was that Haferman?
Stout.
Mason Stout. And tripped up at the 21-yard line. And that's where Edgar will take over. 1st and 10, trailing 6-0, 8:48 remaining in the fourth quarter.
The other advantage Stratford has is they have the wind. Edgar's going into the wind. So if they try to air it out, it's going to be a little more difficult to throw it into that wind.
All right, it's a 6-0 ball game now. Tigers on the board, the first score of the game here in the fourth quarter. Edgar now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Toss play right side for Mason Stout and makes a couple of guys miss and then darts up to the 24-yard line and a gain of 3 on the play for Stout. And it's going to be a 2nd and 7 for the Edgar Wildcats. 8.5 minutes remaining in regulation time. Edgar on the march going left to right, down 6-0. It'll be a 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. Edgar and Stratford here tonight. Final Marawood Conference matchup between these two heavyweights. Charter members of the Marawood Conference, 50-plus years. It comes to an end here tonight. After realignment, they'll be in separate conferences next season. Off the left side, Caleb Haferman. And Haferman, I think, maybe got to the 25-yard line for a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 6 coming up. We haven't called Haferman's name a lot tonight, have we?
Well, he's got 5 carries for 2 yards.
Wow, that's
so yeah,
right. So,
yeah.
so no, we haven't.
He's been held in check.
All right, so Haferman has not been the main ball carrier. All right, 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. Ball at their own 25-yard line now. They send a receiver wide left. Connor Wolf under center. Takes the snap, handoff. Here's Haferman again. The Tiger defense greets him at the 26-yard line. Another yard for Haferman, but that's it. 4th and 4 coming up for the Wildcats, and it looks like a punting situation for Edgar. Nothing too fancy there, and nothing too creative right there, Todd.
Edgar's only thrown the ball twice this whole game, and, you know, as we've seen, you just can't run the ball against the Stratford defense. And they keep trying and trying and trying, and it's not working. Really surprised on that 3rd down call that they ran it again on a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, the Tigers are giving up minus 138 rush yards this season.
Yeah.
All right, here's the punt. Left to right, it's going to roll inside the Tiger 40, or no, it's going to bounce and stop dead right on the 40-yard line with 6:31 remaining in this fourth quarter. And the Tigers get another stop defensively. And Edgar, 3 and out for the Wildcats right
Very
there.
friendly people.
It's like a family.
Real good service.
Service is impeccable. Staff here is very accommodating and friendly.
Everyone makes you welcome.
I enjoy coming here.
Honestly, everybody who works here is just really friendly. Service is phenomenal.
Everybody's always smiling.
I don't know what else to say.
I couldn't ask for anything better. It's in the name. There's just such a simplicity to all of it.
Schwabe and this Tiger defense taking over now. Here's a handoff off the left side, and not much running room for Bo Gross on first down. In fact, no gain. Haferman and company getting the stop on Gross. 2nd and 10 coming up.
It's got to feel like to that Edgar defense has been on the field the whole game because they pretty much have, especially the second half.
Certainly have, and the Tiger offense trying to wear them down some more right here with a 6-0 lead. These games are always close. It was a 6-point win by Edgar a year ago. 1-point win 3 years ago by the Tigers. Handoff left side now for Teddy Redmond, and out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 for Teddy on that play. That will set up 3rd and 7 with 5.5 remaining in regulation. The Tigers just trying to chew up some clock right here. A first down would go a long way right here, but they're faced with a 3rd and 7. Tight formation again from their own 44-yard line. Schwabe, the handoff. Gross off the right side. Running room. Gross into Edgar territory. And a final surge at the end of the run. It looked like on 3rd and 7, he picks up 8 and will move the chains. And a big 3rd down pickup for the Tigers. 8 yards.
Just feels right now that all Stratford has to do is just hang on to the ball, because it doesn't feel like Edgar can move the ball with that Stratford defense. So as long as they don't turn it over, it sure feels like Stratford's going to win this ball game.
Edgar is running out of time. Inside of 5 minutes to go, the Tiger offense is wearing down this Edgar defense and chewing up the clock. 4:45 left. Tigers on the move, right to left, from the right hash on 1st and 10 at the Edgar 48-yard line. Schwabe flips it off left side, and a big hole off that left side as Schwabe got decked back at the Tiger 42-yard line. Gross takes it inside the Edgar 45 to the 44-yard line, and a gain of 4 on that play.
I don't think they're going to run that play again. It was a little pitch play.
Well, Schwabe's not calling it.
Yeah, it was a pitch play, and it was very dangerous because, as you said, Schwabe got hit as he was pitching it, and it almost got tipped.
Yeah.
But it got to the running back, and it was executed. But I think they'll stick to the straight handoffs from here on out.
About a 3-yard gain, I guess, right?
Yep.
So 3 yards on that one for Gross. 2nd and 7 from the Edgar 45-yard line. We're inside of 4 minutes now. You see Schwabe watching that clock and just counting it down as far as he can. Now he'll take the snap. Denny hit in the backfield and dropped back at the Edgar 49-yard line. Devin Denny going to lose 4 yards on that one. And a big stop by the Edgar defense right there with 3:35 to go.
Loss of 4 on the play.
So Denny with a big loss and a big 3rd and 11 now coming up. The Edgar defense needs a stop right here. Now's the time. Ball game on the line. 3rd and 11. If they pick this up, it is all but over. You got to get a 3rd down stop right here, Edgar, if you want a chance at tying or winning the ball game. 3rd and 11 for the Tigers at the Edgar 49-yard line. 3 minutes to go in regulation. Tigers leading 6-0. Schwabe counting it down as far as he can. Now takes the snap. Hands it off. Chase Flink, right side, hit and grabbed and spun down at the line of scrimmage. Chase Flink goes nowhere on that play, and a big stop by this Edgar defense. And the Wildcats then call a timeout with 2:50 remaining, and they are going to get this ball back with some time to do some work right here at the end of the ball game.
V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Got to go for the block.
Okay.
I mean, just send everybody else and try to get through and somehow block it, or maybe sack him if you can't get the kickoff or the punt off, something like that. Because again, the return game has been nothing so far this game for Edgar.
Michigan State at Wisconsin tomorrow. We've got Badger football here on WOSQ. The Badgers with their 5th straight home game tomorrow. And Michigan State in town. Sparty coming in to the big house at Camp Randall Stadium. Our Badger coverage gets underway at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon right here on WOSQ. All right, so now here's the Tiger punt team. And here's the punt block.
There it is.
It's blocked.
There it is.
And the Wildcats pick it up at the 41-yard line. Edgar gets the block, and the Wildcats have the ball at the Stratford 39-yard line. They get the block punt just like you said, Todd. And the Wildcats have just flipped this ball game big time. 42. Carson Lemmer came through and got the block on the punt, and the Wildcats recover, Todd, at the Tiger 38-yard line with 2:43 to go. They can go for the win on this drive right here.
Now you got to take some shots. You got to take some shots at the end zone here. Don't just run it up the middle.
Holy cow. Edgar now throwing on first down. Connor Wolf hit as he threw that ball. Penalty marker out at the end of the play. That ball intended, I believe, for Dolke. There was a penalty at the end of the first down play. And I didn't see. What was the call?
It's against Stratford.
Sideline warning?
Oh, okay.
Did he catch that?
He did.
And lost a yard.
He lost a yard.
All right, drop it next time. I'm not a coach, but drop it next time.
Who was the pass to?
Was that Dolke, I believe? Yeah, Lemmer. Lemmer got the block. Dolke caught that one from minus a yard, though. So now the ball back at the Tiger 39-yard line. Toss. Right side. Haferman, halfback option, throws downfield and broken up down the near sideline. I believe by Max Schwabe, trying to get that one to Lucas Miller. Redmond had the stop. Okay, Redmond deflected it away. Lucas Miller, the intended target, Miller, couldn't come up with that one.
Yeah, Lucas Miller was initially open, but Redmond, with that great closing speed,
all right,
the ball hung a little bit from Haferman, and he was able to knock it away.
2 pass plays, one from minus a yard, one incomplete. Now 3rd and 11. Here's a quick hitter over the middle, and Connor Wolf finds a big tight end. That's Austin Miller inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Did he get the first down? No. It was 3rd and 11. He's going to be a yard short on a 10-yard play to Miller as tight end. And now it'll be 4th and a yard for the Wildcats. 90 seconds left in regulation. Tigers lead 6-0. This is the ball game right here. Edgar, 4th and a yard from the Tiger 29-yard line. Wildcats need a first down, 4th and a yard. Wolf fakes the toss, throws over the middle, incomplete, broken up by Redmond, and the Tigers will take over on downs and run the clock out. They were trying to get that one to Austin Miller, and Redmond breaks it up with 1:18 remaining in regulation time, and the Tigers, it looks like, are going to hang on for the 6-0 win here in Edgar tonight. On 4th and a yard, a quick pass play over the middle. Miller couldn't hang on. It got there. I think maybe Redmond kind of got a hand in there and knocked that pass out of there right at the end. Wow.
Yeah, the pass by Connor Wolf was right on the money. He zipped it, trying to get it to Austin Miller again. Pretty much the same play as the play before when they got the 10 yards. This time Redmond was ready for it, and he was able to get his hand in there and time it out perfectly to knock it away, because it would have been a completion otherwise if he hadn't got his hand in there and made that perfect timed play.
Give Edgar credit. 4 pass plays on the final drive of the game. They didn't run the ball at all. Maybe a little too late, right, to break out the pass game right there?
A little too late when you know that you can't run the ball and you've been having struggles all game, and you wait till the last 2 minutes to finally decide to throw the ball.
Minus a yard, incomplete, 10 yards, and then incomplete. And this is the ball game. They're going to turn it over on downs, and they only have 2 timeouts left. But the Tigers can just take a couple of knees right here, and that's the ball game.
It's essentially over.
I guess they can't. They got 2 timeouts,
right.
So you can't, I guess, take a knee right here.
They'll probably just run it.
They'll run it. Stratford takes over at their own 29-yard line with 1:18 seconds left in the ball game. Tigers are showing victory formation here, and they are, in fact, going to take a knee on first down. There's the knee by Schwabe. So now here comes the timeout by Edgar. And they'll have 1 left. Loss of a yard for Schwabe, 2nd and 11. And this Tiger, I asked Coach Tubbs in the pregame, I don't know what to be more impressed by, your offense or your defense.
The defense.
I would have to say the defense.
Oh, gosh, yeah. That defense, you just look at the stats and you look at the way they've played tonight against Edgar, who's a quality opponent, obviously. The defense has been just unbelievable. I didn't know how good they were because, frankly, they haven't really played anyone, that's challenged them all year until this game.
Yeah.
Edgar's put up a great fight. But that Stratford defense has rose to the occasion every single time to snuff out any sort of momentum that Edgar could even come up with, even after the block punt.
Right. That was tremendous. Lemmer gets through on the block punt. They had a chance to hit Miller here down the near sideline, and Redmond, I believe it was right there. Looked like Lucas maybe got a hand on it. Tough week for Lucas. Lost his dad last Friday night. Man, what a week for Lucas and Jake and everybody. Larry's such a great guy. And we lost Larry last Friday night. Just as Edgar was pulling out of town, they had to bring Lucas off the bus and give him the news, you better go see your dad. He's not doing well. Here's a carry by Redmond now off the right side on 2nd and 11. Edgar, it looks like, will use their final timeout here with 1:09 left in the ball game, and Redmond with a loss of 2 on the play for Teddy. But just a sad situation there for the Miller family. Our hearts go out to those guys. And Lucas had a legit shot at that one down. I thought it was going to get in there at first. And the ball came out, but Redmond made a great play on it. But Lucas almost came up with a big catch right there. So what are we, 3rd and 11 here. There is an Edgar timeout, 1:09 remaining in the ball game. So now Stratford can kneel down?
I don't know.
And then punt the ball away, or what do you do here?
Well, I'm certainly not going to punt it.
Because the last one got shoved back in your face.
Yeah, I'm going to try to run this clock out somehow.
Or you put 9 guys on Limmer.
I don't think they can run it out here, even by kneeling down. But you can get it pretty close with 1:09 with Edgar out of timeouts.
Yeah, right. All right, so 3rd and 12 for the Tigers. Ball at their own 27-yard line. 1:09 remaining. Schwabe under center. They will hand it off. Couple of yards there for, was that Denny?
Shaner.
So Shaner again. And got, 3 yards? Couple of yards for Shaner there. So now no timeouts for the Wildcats. This clock will wind down. Edgar will get the ball back here with just a couple of seconds to go. Stratford, here comes the punt team now. You wouldn't take a delay here, would you? Flink back to punt this ball away with the wind, keep in mind. So he'll get some help from Mother Nature here. Now they'll take the penalty or the timeout.
Probably took a timeout.
Oh, they'll take the timeout. 21 seconds left in the ball game. Stratford ready to punt this ball away. And, we'll see. Maybe.
Fade to Black window tinting for your car, home, and office. Fade to Black will make your ride different than the rest, with creative, stylish, and quality window film all year round. Fade to Black also helps to reduce glare and keep sun out of areas in your home and office that cause discomfort. Fade to Black provides vinyl wrapping with access to the top brands of wheels, tires, and accessories for your car or truck. Give Wayne a call at 715-660-6482 or visit Fade to Black LLC on Facebook now. Fade to Black window tinting in Marshfield.
In this game, and we have to actually punt it again when we just got blocked last time, and we don't really want to punt it, but it's 4th and 10, and we have to punt it from our own 30, so we really have not much other opportunity here. We just got to get the ball in the air and maybe try to kick it out of bounds, so there's no chance of a punt return by, I think Haferman's back, by Haferman.
Last time Stratford shut out Edgar, 40-0, 2005.
Wow.
And Stratford won the Marawood that year and the state championship. They beat Edgar again in the playoffs that same year, 42-8. But the last shutout by the Tigers, 2005. All right, here's the punt now. Let's see if the Wildcats can get through there to block another one. Here's a penalty marker now. A penalty marker, a false start on the Tigers. A false start will back them up.
That's probably a good thing.
It might be a good thing.
Because Edgar had a lot of pressure coming in there, rushing everyone except for Haferman, and they were getting good pressure.
Yeah, but now if it's blocked, they might fall on it in the end zone.
Well, you can return it, too.
Yep.
If you block a punt, you can return it for a touchdown.
Well, here you go. Crazier things. They blocked one and had it touchdown return earlier in the season. Was that the Mauston game, I believe?
Stratford's going to take another timeout.
Tigers take a timeout. All right, 21 seconds to go. Stay with us. We've got more from Edgar High School in just a moment.
A&B At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
All right, a little drama here now, Todd. If you've got 21 seconds to go, you've got a punt coming up by the Tigers. The last punt attempt by Stratford was blocked by Limmer. The Wildcats could not move the football that time, but now you've got it set up where you could get another block right here. And if that happens, the place is going to go nuts. 4th and 15. Tigers back to punt this ball away. This is Flink at about his own 10-yard line. Gets off a beauty of a punt. taken at the Edgar 38-yard line by Haferman. Haferman, 40-yard line, 45-50, and Haferman forced out of bounds. A late penalty on that out-of-bounds play. Haferman forced out at the Stratford 42-yard line on the near sideline, and then a penalty marker came out. That's going to be a late hit, I believe, on Stratford out of bounds. So I believe you tack on 15 to the end of the run, and they're going to have a shot at the end zone, Todd, with 7.7 seconds left on the clock, and Edgar is going to get the ball inside the Tiger 30-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to have a crack at it to be able to heave one into the end zone with 7 seconds to go. If they can get enough, if they can get enough protection for Connor Wolf to actually get the ball off, I think
my goodness.
I would roll Connor Wolf out to the left, get him away from the pressure, and then get some guys in the end zone and throw it up and hope they can come up with a ball.
He is a left-handed quarterback. Keep in mind, they're on the right hash. Strong side of the field is the far side or the left side. First and goal. Basically first and goal. 1st and 10. Ball at the Stratford 27-yard line. This is it. Wolf takes the snap, heaves it to the end zone, and it's tipped and caught. No, incomplete.
You got one more chance.
And you got one more chance. The clock stopped with 0.8 seconds left on the clock. There is just under a second left. That incomplete pass stops the clock with 0.8 seconds. Wolf barely got it to the end zone, though. Not much on that pass. He did get one off, and that pass was tipped incomplete. They hurry to the line. 2nd and 10. The snap is over Wolf's head. He picks it up. He's under pressure. He's going to go down back at the 48-yard line. Ben Barton on the sack, and it's a walk-off sack for the Tigers as time expires, and Stratford gets another shutout, and they win 6-0. Your final score in this Marawood Conference showdown tonight. That snap went sailing over Connor Wolf's head. What happened on that one?
Unbelievable. You got one more chance with 0.8, and you can't execute the shotgun snap, so you can even get a chance to throw it into the end zone. Oh, my gosh.
A 21-yard loss on that play. Wolf taken down all the way back at the Tiger 48-yard line. A high snap on that one. And, boy, what a critical error there by Corbin Bauman, the center. And he sailed that one over the head of Connor Wolf, and Wolf never had a chance. And that's how it's going to end. Tigers, another shutout, Todd. It was my bold prediction coming in, and I said they were going to get another shutout, and they did, barely. We saw a 6-0 game last week. Loyal shut out Athens 6-0. We got another one this week. Tigers 6, Wildcats nothing at the end of a very great ball game. Just a tremendous effort by both defenses, especially again here tonight.
Yeah, great defensive ball game by both teams, and Stratford dominating defense, and Edgar more of a bend but not break defense tonight, other than the 4th and 1 touchdown they gave up eventually after just holding Stratford, but finally couldn't keep them out of the end zone any longer, and Stratford was able to break through.
These teams have combined for 20 state finals appearances, 14 state championships, 7 apiece. One of these two teams has won at least a share of this Marawood Conference title every year for the last 35 years. And that run will come to an end, obviously, after this year. Stratford moves to the CWC next season. We could see still some non-conference games between these two teams, but things will be very different soon. And the Tigers are going to get a 6-0 win here tonight. Now, there is going to be, I think, a moment where maybe these two teams get together after their respective coaches talk to their teams. I think they're going to come together for a time of, I guess, I don't know what you call it. Maybe they're going to pray together and get together with each other, because Larry Miller died a week ago Friday. He was a Stratford graduate, but he raised his family here in Edgar, and we lost Larry last Friday night. So these two communities, very near and dear to the Miller family, And just a sad end to that situation. Larry and his cancer. That's why, fellas, you got to get screened. You got to get screened. I scheduled my colonoscopy today for January. You got to get screened early and often, guys. And Larry, his battle with cancer came to an end last Friday night. So these two teams will get together and remember Larry and keep the Miller family in their thoughts and prayers here as we move forward with this season. Certainly a tremendous effort, though, by these two squads here tonight. Stratford 6, Edgar nothing. The Tigers remain unbeaten and unscored upon after 8 games of this season. They're 8-0 now. 5-0 in the conference. They basically just wrapped up another Marawood Conference championship here tonight. Edgar will fall to 7-1. They are 3-1 in the conference now. And the Marawood belongs to the Stratford Tigers, it looks like, for yet another year. So that's it. 6-0 your final here tonight in this one. Stay with us. A summary of this one on our post-game report next on WOSQ.
Stop into BBD Sports Shop of Abbotsford and check out the October specials on tree stands and seats from
90 seconds
Hunter,
here.
Muddy,
90.
Clark, and Big
How
Denali.
are we
Great
doing
prices
on the
Big and J
spots,
products.
by the
Tubes
way, Adam?
$21.49, liquid gallons $10.99.
I think after this 90 here, we have like 5.5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Crossbows by 10 point nitro.
That's not bad at all. Not bad. Take a 90 here.
No, we got through them pretty good for it being a 6-0.
$109.99 and targets just $59.99 at BBD Sports Shop of Abbotsford. Great products at great prices.
When times are good in agriculture, everyone claims to be an ag bank. At Citizens State Bank, we will be here for this generation and the future generations on your family's farm. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, Granton, Neelsville, Spencer, and Marshfield. We finance Wisconsin's agriculture.
When you have a plumbing problem, you need it fixed now, and you need it fixed right. So you need to call the professionals at Stratford Plumbing and Heating. They're a family-based small business offering 24-hour emergency service throughout central Wisconsin. They offer plumbing, heating, cooling, and excavating services. Good luck, Tigers, in tonight's game. From Stratford Plumbing and Heating, call them at 715-391-0290 or find them at stratfordplumbingandheat.com.
Right, back here at Edgar High School, you're listening to Marawood Conference football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and online at WOSQFM.com. Adam Burden is producing and studio engineering our broadcast tonight. And with Todd Schultz, I'm Mike Warren back here at Edgar High School, where tonight the Stratford Tigers remain unbeaten and unscored upon with a 6-0 shutout win over the Edgar Wildcats here tonight in this Marawood Conference matchup on WOSQ. And one for the ages, really, and a story of the night. As it was last week, we saw Loyal and Athens battle to a 6-0 win by the Greyhounds. And the same thing really here tonight. It was defense for the first 3.5 quarters until Stratford got that touchdown in the fourth quarter. And that was it for scoring here tonight in this one. One scoring play out of all the plays here in this one tonight.
Yeah, a battle of defense, like you said. That's what it was. Defensive struggle all night long. And there were absolutely no big plays really at all, other than that block punt toward the end where it gave Edgar a little bit of life, but they couldn't take advantage of it.
No, they could not. And Stratford wins it and still have yet to give up a point this season. And they got a real shot at it now, don't they?
They do. They sure do. And both these teams, we could see both these teams at state, no problem.
Yeah, you're right. Edgar in D7, Stratford in Division 5. The Tigers, both these teams, we saw them down there last year. Both teams came up a little short in their games last year down at Camp Randall Stadium, which you and I had the opportunity to call. We could be down there doing the Edgar-Stratford doubleheader thing again this year on November 21st.
certainly a good possibility of that, as good as these teams are. Now, one thing you got to see is that neither one of these teams passes the ball very much.
Right.
So, I don't know if with the lack of diversified offense like these teams have, we run into a team that is a more diversified team that can maybe expose maybe your pass defense, because you haven't seen much passing this year. I don't know. It's hard to say what's out there in the rest of the state since we don't see them. I know Amherst is lurking, obviously, in Stratford's division. Stratford ranked 1 and Amherst ranked 2. They're always a tough team and a perennial power. So that could be a real good clash, potentially, in the state final.
Certainly could. Let's see. You got some numbers ready, or do we want to go?
I'm ready whenever.
Do we want to go post game? Here we got here. Let's get them right now. Let's get them. All right. As long as we have a microphone. Teddy, you can't sit down on the. Come on, man.
He's tired, man. He just went through a
know,
really tough game.
I know, but my mic cord is not that long. So, dude, there you go.
Come on, Mike. You got to adjust.
Sorry. I don't have my game. I'm not ready for prime time here, Teddy. Forgive me. All right. As long as we got him, let's get Teddy Redmond in on our post-game report. Teddy, just take me through this ball game. What was this game like in such a tight ball game? Defense is kind of dominated. What was this game like from your perspective here?
Oh, I was getting nervous. Our offense has not been stopped the whole year, and to come out there and get fumbles and get tackles for loss, we're not expecting it. But we put it together, and we just had that one drive that we scored, and that's all we needed. That brought us together.
Yeah, this was a real defensive battle for you guys, too, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Knowing that our offense wasn't scoring at all, our defense stepped up greatly.
It certainly did. Todd, do you have anything for Teddy after this one? What a game it was.
Let's talk about that first quarter when you guys had to really step up because your offense kind of put you guys in some tough spots early on with some really tough field position. But talk about how you guys stepped up to go ahead and just keep Edgar out of there.
Yeah, the field position was bad. We talked about it, and every time we went out there on defense, we gave each other high fives, motivated each other. After turnovers, we're jacking up each other, telling each other we can just stop them and let the offense do the job.
Wow. You had some big pass breakups, too, especially at the end of the game. And as they went from the run game to the pass, really trying to make something happen there at the end of the game, what were you guys looking for? What was the message from coach or for your defensive strategy there at the end when Edgar gets the ball back with a chance to maybe go down and tie this thing up?
Oh, we all know it's coming. Our coach told us what was going to happen and at what time, and so we were all prepared. For me, going back deep, I could see the whole field, and I could see Connor rolling out and passing the ball, so I just tried to make a play on it as much as I can, try to keep my team in the game.
Offensively, you guys are probably just trying to wear them down, right? Using those big guys up front and getting that running game going. Was that kind of the game plan coming in?
Oh, for sure. Our line is huge. Our line is very aggressive, and we knew that they were very good athletes, but they couldn't keep up with the size we had and the determination we had. So we just wore them down little by little. And as you saw, we went all the way down the field and scored the 6 points.
So I'm not okay. What should I be more impressed by, your defense or your offense this season?
Honestly, both. Bo Gross, sick the whole week, comes in, steps up, and helps us drive all the way down the field. Defensively, giving up less than 100 yards and just thinking we killed out there.
Yeah, he was sick all week?
Yes, he was sick all week. Bo probably played in one practice, which was Thursday before the game.
Oh, my goodness.
He was sick all week, but he came and stepped up. And our defense stepped up, too. Our line getting tackles for loss, sacking the quarterback, doing whatever we can to win. Just as a whole, we did great.
What was going through your mind when Edgar blocked that punt?
Oh, I was nervous. I'm like, what just happened? But what's it called? When we came out there, we told our line that it's fine. We can stop them on defense, and we did stop them. We put up 6 points, and we won the game.
I mean, you got another shutout. You haven't given up a point yet this season. Is that, that's the mindset? That's the goal each and every week?
Oh, yes, it is. Coming into the game, we heard that Edgar said they were going to shut us out, and we didn't know if that was going to happen, but we knew for sure we were going to shut them out. Oh. Our defense is so aggressive. We got this.
Oh, man. How exciting is this just to be a part of this team?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm super excited. To see the guys just come together at such a tough times and just battle. That was a long time before we scored.
Yeah, it was. We were going, okay, this could, crazy things can happen at the ends of ball games like this one where they're so close. Do you guys feel as though after what happened down at Camp Randall last November with Springs, do you feel like maybe there's some unfinished business, like you left one on the table last November and you want to get that game back?
Oh, yes, for sure. I didn't play last year, but coming back, every single person on the team told me that that's where they want to be. That's where they want to be at the end of the season, and that's what we're going to get, and we're going to win. We're not going back with the L this year.
This is something. What a run this is. And so you got, I'm trying to remember, who do you have next week?
We got Beloit next week.
Beloit, okay. All right.
South Beloit, yep.
Okay. Another non-conference game to wrap up the regular season, and good luck next week, man.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you. Good luck.
Take a quick break. Teddy Redmond, everybody. Our post-game report continues with the coach of the Tigers after this.
The Can-Am Yellow Tag Sales Event is going on now. Hit the trails in the ultimate off-road vehicle. Can-Am is built for ripping through trails, crawling through mud, cruising over dunes, getting the job done, and saving you money. Get to Bill Service Center in Stratford for the Yellow Tag Sales Event and get yourself a new Can-Am off-road vehicle at a great price. For a limited time, get $3,000 off on selected 2019 models.
Okay,
Get to
we'll
the
do
Can-Am
90
Sales Event at
90
Bill
seconds
Service
here,
Center,
90
97 in
seconds here.
Stratford today.
Together. 100 years ago, many local farmers were still plowing their fields with horses. Today, many of our ag customers are banking online from laptops. Agriculture keeps changing, but one thing that always remains the same is that you can bank on our experience. Partners Bank, member FDIC.
See if this is working. Check, 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 check. Check.
AB Process Systems, proud to be a large part of the Stratford
check,
community
check.
for over 40 years, and proud to support Stratford athletics. They provide services.
All right, check, 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 check. There we go. Check, 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 check. Oops, no, it's not.
Pharmaceutical and
all right, check,
industrial
check, check. There we go.
A&B Process Systems
all right,
builds
check,
more
check,
than
check.
quality process systems.
All right.
They build relationships. Check their website for career opportunities, www.abprocess.com. A&B Process
I'm
Systems,
good.
Stratford.
All right, welcome back to our post-game report here on WOSQ Spencer Marshfield and online at WOSQFM.com here at Edgar High School tonight with Todd Schultz. I'm Mike Warren, and now joined by the head coach of the Stratford Tigers, Jason Tubbs, kind enough to stop by, Coach, after a huge win here tonight over the Wildcats.
Yeah, you're almost speechless with games like this. You're hoarse, you're tired, you're stressed, you have a headache, and luckily on this situation, it came out in our favor.
It certainly did. I mean, how big of a win is this one for you guys?
It sets up our whole playoff run. You know, if you're undefeated and you're conference champ, you got a good chance to get a 1 seed. And and hats off to Edgar. I'm sure they're going to get a 1 seed too because they're going to tell everyone, hey, we held Stratford to 6-0, and both of us are proud teams, and we both are looking for gold this year.
You just beat a heck of a team tonight, didn't you?
They didn't make a lot of mistakes, and we made mistakes, so we didn't play great, but we still won the game. Hats off to our coaching staff and our players.
All right, let's bring in Todd Schultz. Todd, what do you have for Coach Tubbs after this ball game here tonight?
Well, during the broadcast, I was commenting in that first quarter, it's kind of like, a soccer game where one team's getting all the shots on goal, but they're not putting it in. And that's kind of how Edgar was. You guys kept giving them real good field position off of turnovers, mistakes, and we talk about how the defense really stepped up early to keep you guys in the ball game.
Yeah, our defense is special this year, and I know it goes from the guys up front, but the guys in the back. I saw guys knocking down passes, and we're in coverage. We didn't give up the big play this game, and that made a difference. And we just try to grind it out on offense, and they give them credit. They give us the tackle for a loss, and then we'd still get the first down. And the game seemed like it flew by. The first half was over within a half hour. It seemed like.
Yeah, and I commented that, Edgar should have probably scored in one of those first early drives, but you guys didn't let him, and that was a huge momentum just for your team, I imagine. And defense coming off the field, high-fiving every time they shut him down.
Yeah, guys played great. I'm sure we get to go do the defensive stats, and but give our guys up front the experience, the 5D linemen. They kind of knew what was going on. They knew to stay in their gaps, and then Trevor Denny and Justin Shaner. Those two are beasts in the middle.
Maybe talk about at halftime what you maybe talked in a nutshell, because you dominated yardage-wise in the first half, no doubt about it. You just couldn't punch it in. Got close a couple times, just couldn't put it in. And Edgar, give them credit. Bend don't break is kind of what they were doing. Maybe talk what you kind of said to the guys, because they came out second half pretty fiery. You guys had a nice drive opening. You didn't score on it, but you had a nice drive in that second half.
Yeah, they got the best kicker in the state, and I knew if it came down to overtime that they had the advantage there. So, we went forward on two. Our PAT department so far is still a work in progress. So we went for two, and we didn't get it. And give Bo Gross a lot of credit. He was sick all week with the sinus infection, and he ran his heart out tonight. And Matt Handrick as well, and Justin Shaner and Devin Denny blocking great out of the backfield. And, we just didn't have that big explosive play that we've had all year, and this is the type of team we knew we wouldn't get those. You had to grind it out against them.
What were the most effective plays you had tonight? I mean, it seemed like running up the middle was a little tough, but then you got something going running a little bit wide.
Usually against Edgar, it's going to be hard running no matter what, but it just seemed like we found right off the tackle, a lot of our bellies and our wham plays were there. They took away the buck traps inside and their eagle look. They don't run a lot of – this is the first year we've ever seen them run an odd front, and they ran it really well. And they put three linebackers, and they were blitzing when they could and slanting. And Coach Strite does a phenomenal job of getting those guys moving all over the place. And that's why you have to have 5 senior linemen and 2 tight ends that are seniors, and they pick those guys up. And that's what you want this year.
We got to go to the end of the game, which was just crazy. I know you called a couple timeouts at the end just to save it, but maybe tell us what happened when the punt got blocked and what the tone was after that.
Well, we knew they were going to run their block, and we knew that we had to get the ball off quick. And unfortunately, Bo Gross was standing on the sidelines, and he's the guy that usually picks up that block. And our backup, missed him, and that happens. But give our guys credit for backs against the wall and coming right back and getting the ball back. And when we were taking the knee, we knew we were going to we didn't want to run a play and give us an opportunity to fumble. We knew they were going to have to use their timeouts. So why run the ball and maybe give them a chance to strip it? Instead, take 2 knees, make them call a timeout, and then run the ball. And our punter was supposed to punt it out of bounds, and then so he doesn't. Good snapping by Max Vanderhoof all night. But, they give him a chance to return it, and then he gets called for the blocking out of bounds and give him another 15 yards. And then magically they had 0.8 seconds on the clock for one more play, and luckily they snapped it over their heads and our guys tackled them. But just an unbelievable, typical game. That's what it comes down to, the last second with these guys. Usually, I've been doing this with these guys for 17 years, and, whether it's non-conference next year or not, it's going to be one of these games.
Yeah, you sure made it interesting at the end of the game for us to call. It was a lot of excitement and just your team, a lot of resolve to be able to just hang on and make sure they won the game.
Yeah, and, all year we've been talking culture, and one of the big things that I do, because I don't get to call the offense and defense, is I'm the guy in charge of creating our culture, and we have made it a mission this year to no blaming, no complaining, and no defending. And this week we took it to heart, and because when you do that and you rely on each other, you quit worrying about the play that just happened and worry about the next, you tend to win closer games. And hat off to Tim and Brian Kite, the guys that I took their leadership class with, and these guys are buying in, and I love it for it because they've given me an opportunity to do something besides coaching and watching film all the time. These guys, we're always talking about our culture and give our guys credit, our senior leaders, all of them. We have 4 captains, but we have 20 senior leaders.
I mean, do you guys talk about this unscored upon thing at all? Is that a mission? Is that a goal? Is that on the list?
I almost screwed it up because I thought about taking a safety. Because we thought about having Chase run around, and then run out the back of the end zone there and save time, and then squib kick it and not let them return it, and then make them go hopefully 70, 80 yards to score with not much time off. But the guys said they could block it, and we got the punt off. Give them credit for that. And unfortunately, they got a return in the penalty. But now with South Beloit, who's coming to our place, they're kind of on a rebuilding team and level 1 playoff. Who knows what's going to happen? But I know these guys take a lot of pride in it, and it's a whole team effort because one guy slips and falls, it's a 60-yard pass.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, and I'm sure in some of these games, the 2s and 3s feel that pressure just as much as the 1s do, right? Because they don't want to be the guy to give it up at the end of a game.
If you guys would come to our practice, you see our 2s and 3s working their tails off, and Hunter Ford is one of our guys, and Tyler Loppe and Zach Seitz. These guys are giving our guys everything they have, in practice, and I know it makes us better.
All right, so South Beloit next week in a non-conference game to wrap up the regular season. And you pretty much have now wrapped up another Marawood Conference title here tonight. That's what does that mean to you? That's special, isn't it?
It is, because it's the last one, and it's the last Marawood Conference. We go to a new conference next year. They go to a different conference next year, and who knows what the Marawood's going to look like. But with enrollment changes in the next 2 to 4 years, who knows, and we might be back. But, it's special to win the Marawood Conference. It goes in our trophy case, and these guys coming back in 10, 15 years from now will say, hey, that was our team. So it's always fun to see.
Yeah, it certainly is, especially to get that win over a team like Edgar that you have so much history with, 2 charter members of this Marawood Conference that goes back a long ways.
Jerry Sins is a class act. I know there's times he gets heated on the sidelines during games, but he's passionate. But, he joking around at the beginning of the game, talking about this and talking about that. And I know they're struggling with some of their kids having some family issues, and, hats off to both communities coming together with a prayer there at the end.
Yeah, Larry, Miller, a Stratford grad, but raised his family in Edgar. That family means as much to Stratford's community as it does to this Edgar community. So
you'd be surprised how many are married with each other, and it's fun to see. We got Stratford employees that are Edgar graduates. Marshall Lehman's one of them.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. This is a big one, Coach. Appreciate the time. Thanks for stopping by. Congratulations on another conference win and another big win over the Edgar Wildcats here tonight.
Hey, thanks for the coverage. And if I don't say it, I'm going to forget, but happy birthday to my son. He's a teenager today, so happy birthday, Jack.
Oh, my goodness. You just lost some more hair standing here as you speak. Wow. So that's, you thought beating Edgar was tough. Wait till you try to raise a teenager.
Well, when my daughter turns 13, then it's going to be some really
Oh,
great hair.
okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Never mind. It's going to get a lot worse. Okay.
Thanks,
so
guys.
I hear. Coach, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
Congratulations,
it.
Coach.
All right, Coach Jason Tubbs, kind enough to join us here on the post-game report. Tigers, a 6-0 win over the Edgar Wildcats here in this one tonight. Stay with us. We'll wrap up our post-game report coming up in just a few minutes.
The Diesel Doctor ELM Repair in Edgar is simply the best for complete repair on
What do we
all
got
sizes,
here?
trucks, and
19. Is that a
farm-related
final?
equipment. Expert trained technicians do the job
What's
right
that?
the first time. Located next to the Edgar
Oh, my
Travel
gosh.
Center, just off
What do we got
Highway
here for
29
spots,
and H.
Adam?
Visit their website at
We have 3.5 minutes.